Spencer. 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 Spencer.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer, you look good.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer. Damn, Spencer, you're bleeding all over my car. Damn, Spencer. Damn! Damn, Lewis. Now you're spoiling everything. Thought you promised to be nice and polite. Damn, you cannot cut hair without a license. Damn. Cover me. Damn. Damn. Damn, it works. Damn.
Damn, ain't this your lucky day?
Damn, no wonder you come to me. Damn. Damn, now you gonna get my teeth grinded. Damn, I'm glad we brought your car. Damn, you finally gonna put that green monstrosity you've been driving out of his misery on. Damn, man. Damn, you're good. Damn, you're good. Damn, look at him go. Damn.
Who's he?
It's all right, Missy. I don't do nothing Mouser don't tell me to.
Did you know who you'd be throwing in the streets when you took this job?
Yeah.
Spencer.
I just shot a couple of guys.
Nick Tanner and Jimmy Della Rio, you know 'em?
Intimately.
How much trouble am I in?
Where are you? Don't you know you need a license to practice medicine in Massachusetts? You and me are crowd all by ourselves, babe.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer, you look good.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer. Damn, Spencer, you're bleeding all over my car. Damn, Spencer. Damn! Damn, Lewis. Now you're spoiling everything. Thought you promised to be nice and polite. Damn, you cannot cut hair without a license. Damn. Cover me. Damn. Damn. Damn, it works. Damn.
Damn, ain't this your lucky day?
Damn, no wonder you come to me. Damn. Damn, now you gonna get my teeth grinded. Damn, I'm glad we brought your car. Damn, you finally gonna put that green monstrosity you've been driving out of his misery on. Damn, man. Damn, you're good. Damn, you're good. Damn, look at him go. Damn.
Who's he?
It's all right, Missy. I don't do nothing Mouser don't tell me to.
Did you know who you'd be throwing in the streets when you took this job?
Yeah.
Spencer.
I just shot a couple of guys.
Nick Tanner and Jimmy Della Rio, you know 'em?
Intimately.
How much trouble am I in?
Where are you? Don't you know you need a license to practice medicine in Massachusetts? You and me are crowd all by ourselves, babe.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer, you look good.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer. Damn, Spencer, you're bleeding all over my car. Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Lewis. Now you're spoiling everything. Thought you promised to be nice and polite. Damn, you cannot cut hair without a license. Damn. Cover me. Damn. Damn. Damn, it works. Damn.
Damn, ain't this your lucky day?
Damn, no wonder you come to me. Damn. Damn, now you don't get my teeth grinded. Damn, I'm glad we brought your car. Damn, you finally gonna put that green monstrosity you've been driving out of his misery. Oh, damn, man.
Damn, you're good. Damn, you're good. Damn, look at him go. Damn.
Who's he?
It's all right, Missy. I don't do nothing Master don't tell me to.
Did you know who you'd be throwing in the streets when you took this job?
Yeah.
Spencer.
I just shot a couple of guys.
Nick Tanner and Jimmy Della Rio, you know 'em?
Intimately.
How much trouble am I in?
Where are you? Don't you know you need a license to practice medicine in Massachusetts? You and me a crowd all by ourselves, babe.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Spencer.
Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer. Spencer.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer, you look good.
Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Spencer. Damn, Spencer, you're bleeding all over my car. Damn, Spencer.
Damn, Lewis. Now you're spoiling everything. Thought you promised to be nice and polite. Damn, you cannot cut hair without a license. Cover me. Damn. Damn, it works. Damn.
Damn, ain't this your lucky day?
Damn, no wonder you come to me. Damn. Damn, now you don't get my teeth grinded. Damn, I'm glad we brought your car. Damn, you finally gonna put that green monstrosity you've been driving out of his misery. Oh, damn, man.
Damn, you're good. Damn, you're good. Damn, look at him go. Damn.
When I stay in the shoes now, I'll hold the scene, then a whole red maybe get the color boss dying. see the cold. Breakfast is staying yet, Little Joe. When I stay in the shoes now, the whole building scene, then the whole red map begin to call the boss dying. When it's the same age, you can't be seen. You know, for some, another just God, believe it's a shame.
Yeah. Welcome to the Battle Zone, everyone. We're doing something a little bit different. Hey, look, new layout. Ooh, I've been playing with things.
It does look very pretty. Well done, Idol.
Thank you. I haven't animated it yet. This is just sort of like I've sort of got this as a concept, so I thought I'd just try it out live and see how it flows. But I'm kind of liking it. I'm liking it, so this is good. Just FYI for everyone, Discord is shitting the bed a little bit tonight. We were struggling because Stars of screen sharing. Apparently, there's problems, so things might go a little bit wonky tonight. We'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. But Stars, why have you brought me here tonight? Why have you dragged me kicking and screaming into this stream?
Because no one else would turn up. That's the reason why it's just you and me tonight. We're going to talk about X-Men, because I've been wanting to talk. I do a tiering of X-Men for 6 months now. I actually went back and I checked when I was like, you know what, let's go and do it. And it's been 6 months, and I will not be contained anymore. The new relaunch of the entire X-Men line comes out next month, so I'm big excited.
R.I.P. Krakoa.
And I'm going to...
I liked the Krakoa arc. I enjoyed that. I thought them doing something different was cool.
Guess what? I'm not against them doing something difficult. I just like there are certain runs in there that just make me want to click. Okay, but Hellions though, yes or no?
I liked Hellions. Yeah, I liked. Was that the one that Psylocke was on?
Good.
Psylocke and
Psylocke, and it was Sinister's team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's a good team. Nice. So we are tiering.
We are
pretty much every X-Man ever.
This is going to be interesting. Oh, hang on. Let me.
It's going to be a while.
Make this bit. Let me make this bigger.
So.
We have a tier list. Oh
All
gosh,
right.
We are not proportionate over here. Anyway, talk us through. What have we got? Where are we starting? How are we judging this tiering? What's our criteria here?
So, welcome to my custom-made X-Men characters up to Krakoa tier list. This is an actually good X-Men tier list, because the last one I looked at, there was a character who the art for was just their navel. And so
awesome.
How the fuck am I meant to tell who that is? So I've actually gone through and I've picked out pictures so you can tell who everyone is. So our tiers are X, naturally, is the best. Of course,
yeah.
And then you've got S tier for, you know, pretty damn good,
super.
but, you know, not the top looking. Yeah.
Super.
We've got A, B, C, D. And then we have the wonderful tier of I have no idea who this is, which I think you might be getting a lot of views for.
Yep.
Stop talking to me about this character. I don't want to hear about them. And this was a mistake. So,
should we file?
I'm going to just scroll this down. You haven't seen this yet.
Okay. This is.
Oh,
are we going to be like quick fire? Do I have to time you on some of these? Oh my
well,
God.
some of them I think are going to be pretty. Yeah, look at how many we've got.
Okay, that's
we've
actually
got
not too
a
bad.
lot.
That's not too bad. That's a.
I feel like a lot of these characters you're going to go, I don't know who that is, or like, you know, I'm going to have to guide your hips. This is going off of the Wikipedia official listing for every X-Man ever.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. Every single one? That seems a less for every single one.
It does not include every side team. It includes a lot of them. And it's not every mutant.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is actually just X-Men, like as in the official
people
X-Men.
who are part of an X-Men team, or a member of X-Factor, X-Force. Like, you know, if you were on Krakoa, maybe you made the cut, but chances are you didn't.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, yeah.
Hey,
Booter, Walt, and Marco.
Yeah, we got the X-Men squad here.
People here watching us.
Yeah, Marco is a diehard X-Men fan. Walt is here to help.
Nice. Well, guess what? I appreciate some help from Walt. Yeah. Now, Idol.
Hello.
I know that your experience means that you're probably going to recognize all these characters from Marvel Snap.
Yeah, Marvel Snap. I've read a few X-Men comics. I mean, I read Marvel comics, so I know a fair few. I read, Avengers versus X-Men, that kind of stuff. Krakoa arc, I've pretty much read all of.
Sure.
read some of the classic stuff. They, X-Men have flitted in stories, a lot of the crossover stories here and there. So I'm aware of some of them. I know like Cyclops's like dramas and things like that, and there was the two teams of X-Men at one point where there was like Scott Summers as Cyclops as X-Men, and then there was the official X-Men, wasn't there? He sort of splintered off, and they had almost a rivalry at some point, didn't they? So yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And also the films.
So,
I've watched the films.
Oh well, yes, the films,
including the classic X-Men
different.
Apocalypse, which is by far an X-Men film.
It is. It's not as bad as Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is awful.
Do you know what? I've watched Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix a couple of times each, just because of general run-throughs. I cannot remember individual parts of either of them. They kind of meld into one for me.
That's about right. That's about right. All right, so how do we want to do this? Because there's a lot of characters here.
Man, why don't we start with like the classic team, like the big team, the one at the start,
the original five.
The original five,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in which case we have our boy Cyclops. He is the first X-Man. How are we feeling about our man Cyclops?
So I know he gets a lot of shit lately because like in the films, like played by various actors, he's basically been treated like absolute crap. Maybe a little better in I think it's Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse. I think he's getting a little bit better characterization as a younger one. I can't remember, but in the first three he's absolutely crap. In the teams he ends up kind of being a little bit of an anti-hero, doesn't he, after the kind of Avengers versus X-Men when he gets the Phoenix Force.
killing Xavier.
That'll do it. But I was saying to you before, I've been sort of watching X-Men 97, catching up on that. It's like, oh wow, he's like a hero again, and he's got cool moves, like the unrealistic expectation of jumping out of a plane and using his lasers to stop him hitting the ground. Like, that's ridiculous, but it's cool.
Guess what? It's like superhero comics. If you can't get away with doing something ridiculous because it's cool, then what's the fucking point? What are we here for?
Yeah.
Batman can't glide. I don't care. It looks cool. He glides like a bat.
Yeah. Cyclops when he's in like leader
first
mode.
X-Men.
I gotta say S. I want to see S because he is.
You want to say S?
I want to say if we discount the movie appearances and we're just counting as the comics or the the cartoons, then yeah, I think he's definitely an S tier. I wouldn't say X because he has. I don't know. He's a bit too much of a Boy Scout. He's kind of the X-Men's Captain America, really, isn't he?
So the thing is, like, that's kind of true, but like you didn't go back and read the Utopia arc, did you?
Was that during Dark Reign?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
yes.
I vaguely remember that. Him being manipulated by
because Cyclops straight up like. Well, a little bit, but also he starts up his own version of X-Force, which has like a Black Ops like Strike Force team.
Oh,
like he's and not mention if anyone has frequented any comic Reddit, you'll probably have seen hashtag Cyclops was right.
Yes.
That's a pretty prevalent meme. I know I like Cyclops a lot when he's written well. I find that I don't know, there is something stopping him from being one of my favorites. He's very, very good. He's a very cool character. 97 does a very good version of him, finally. But yeah, I think there's like, I don't know.
So
he's just a bit too much of a dick.
Did they ever explain? Because obviously he is, Jean Grey's paramour, and then when she dies to the Phoenix, he ends up getting with Emma Frost. And then all of a sudden, Krakoa, he's just back with Jean. Did they ever explain, or do they just kind of go hard cut? No, he's back with Jean. Emma Frost was just like, because they were a serious couple at one point. It's like
they were a serious couple.
Yeah.
So you're asking me to explain 20 years of comic history, but I'm going to kind of shorten it down.
Go on.
here's the brass tacks. So in 2000, you have a storyline called The 12, and Apocalypse possesses Cyclops' body. And while he's in possession of his body, basically it fucks up Cyclops' brain. They have to go and get him. And then you have Grant Morrison's New X-Men, where Emma joins the team after Genosha gets genocided. Spoilers. And
one of the many X-Men genocides.
During all of this, one of the many, so often. And in this period, like, Jean is starting to become the Phoenix again. Like, she's starting to naturally become the Phoenix and having that power. And she's kind of alienated from Scott, who's like not sure how he's questioning everything that he's known about his relationships. And then Emma, who is just kind of like, I hate Jean Grey. Because Emma Frost is kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
And Scott cheats on Jean with Emma. And then Jean dies. And then there's a whole complicated side plot where Jean from 150 years in the future has to telepathically nudge Scott in the past into having a relationship with Emma. Otherwise, it leads to a bad future where Beast kills all the X-Men.
Okay, you've now just talked Beast out of being the top tier now.
No, guess what? Guess what? That version of Beast would be an S tier at least. He's a fucking cool villain. So then Cyclops and Emma become the power couple of the X-Men all the way for like the next 10 years, and then Avengers vs X-Men happen. They both get Fragment and Phoenix Force, and then when it comes down to just those two, like, you know, everyone else gets taken down who has it, and then Scott basically backstabs her and takes it all for himself, becomes Dark Phoenix Cyclops, and she doesn't like that, unsurprisingly. So then they kind of break up, and then Jean comes back to life, but Scott is dead. And then right before Krakoa, Jean and Scott come back together, and then there's literally this panel where you have Wolverine here, Emma here, and they're looking away, and then Jean and Scott are just fucking full on like macking it in front of them both. Like, it's like, okay, that's the status quo.
Jesus Christ. I thought because wasn't it X-Men versus Inhumans, when they were basically trying to, you know, let's make Inhumans happen moment. Didn't Emma Frost, because Black Bolt killed
She went crazy and tried to kill all the Inhumans.
Yeah.
Black Bolt killed Cyclops, he didn't actually.
Oh,
that
did he?
was
Oh, God, okay.
So what happened was they released a Terrigen Mist, which will kill mutants if they come into contact with them. And Cyclops applied to that.
The hand of the Marvel Cinematic Universe reaching in, just grabbing.
Yeah, exactly. Ike Perlmutter is like, I will kill all the X-Men. And basically, he told Emma, you know, don't let the dream be for nothing. So she telepathically created an illusion of Cyclops that was killed by Black Bolt.
Right, okay.
And then she went through a really shitty, like, a really, really, really shitty villain turn that then immediately got overturned and no one talks about it because it's awful.
Okay.
So that's what you need to know about that. So we're thinking S tier?
I think S tier. I think that works for me. He's not quite excellent, but he is pretty amazing.
He is pretty excellent. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Where can I find?
We finished the X-Men with the trigger. Hang
on. Magnificent, isn't she?
Martok, we need to talk about your genders. And why are you behind?
We need to get an M tier. Oh God. All right, Iceman. What are we thinking about Iceman?
So,
what's your gut feeling on Iceman?
He's a progressive role model because obviously he came out fairly recently, or I say recently, it was probably 15 years ago. I don't know.
It was, yes.
He isn't. So, Iceman and the Human Torch, I always kind of think are kind of the same character because they're both like snarky young members of the team that are kind of up and get'ems. And I don't really know too much about any of his personal, the journey of a series. He's just a guy that can free stuff and is pretty cool and likes to, you know.
It's pretty cool.
Be snarky, you know, have a little one-liner ready to go. Freeze up. I liked him in the films.
Yeah, his whole thing.
His character in the films.
His films are pretty good. Sean Ashmore was pretty good. Yeah. His whole thing used to be that he was never living up to his potential. That he was basically like the class clown who would never achieve anything.
Yeah.
And there's this cool storyline where kind of pre-hero turn but not quite villain Emma is like, oh, my students might be dead. I need to get out of here. But her body is damaged, so she telepathically possesses Iceman and uses his like powers in ways that he had never anticipated, including turning into water, traveling up a river, and then reforming.
Incredible.
And he's like, wait, I can do that? And then it's kind of set up this whole thing where like he has to grow into his powers, and now he's one of the most powerful of all the X-Men. He's like an Omega level mutant. He was intrinsic to terraforming Mars, which you probably would have seen in giant size
in the Araco
X-Men.
Arc,
yeah,
that was wild. Just by the way, in the middle of a whole
Ghost
in the middle of an arc, they just go to Mars and like, yeah, we're terraforming this now. And by the way, it belongs to mutants. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool.
It's a bit of a flex, isn't it? Now, yeah, what they point out is that they push his power level really, really far out, and then they forgot to give him an actual characterization. He's just kind of the corporate gay mascot for the X-Men.
That's kind of
hang on. What's your gut feeling here?
When we talk about these characters, well, especially the first five, because didn't they come back from the past to the future at some point?
Yeah, so it's a really shitty storyline. I hated it.
I love referencing these things. You
it
just go like,
basically-
"Oh my god!" I know what it's like for like outsiders to watch us talking about Star Trek because we were just like, you know, it was like, "Well, wasn't that a really bad episode of season 1?" Yeah, it's fine, but just shush, don't worry about it.
Basically, in a spot of really bad writing, Beast has like an aneurysm and decides, you know what, Cyclops just killed Professor Xavier. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. And I'm going to go and get the original 5 X-Men, including like my past version of myself, and put them right in front of present-day Cyclops to say, look how far you've fallen after murdering Professor Xavier. And then, because everyone on the X-Men is an idiot, they instead of realizing this is going to cause all kind of problems with like paradoxes and, hey, if you kill young Cyclops, doesn't like adult Cyclops just out of existence? And then that fucks the space-time continuum, which, by the way, happens and it goes wrong. They're all like, no, just let them stay. And that's where the whole... So it's a really bad storyline.
What happened to them? Did they go back to the past?
They just went back.
Okay.
It was really anticlimactic, really.
Fantastic. I'd probably say B. I feel B. B to me.
Yeah. B for Bobby Drake. That works.
Yeah, that works. Roberto Drake.
Where's our next? Oh, that's a different X-Man. There is.
What does Garth need with an X-Man?
What does he need? Where? I'm trying to find Angel or... Oh, there we go. All right. Jean Grey, otherwise known as Marvel Girl or Phoenix.
I really like the character. I like the powers. I like powers. I like the Dark Phoenix saga. That's awesome. I like her in the Krakoa arc because she's actually got some characterization other than just telepathic redhead. There's the interesting dynamics she has with Emma Frost as well. Like they have this begrudging sort of like mutual appreciation of telepaths but don't like each other kind of relationship, but that's kind of cool. I like the outfits she has. I kind of want to... I either want to vote X or S, but feel free to talk me down.
No, I'm not going to, because Jean has like a reputation of being underwritten, and she kind of does, and she spends a lot of time dead, which is really unfortunate.
That happened. Yeah, that'll hit the storylines.
But the times when she's written well, she's one of the best characters ever. Like Dark Phoenix Saga was one of the first comic books I ever read. And it's such an amazing story. Like you can just jump straight into it, and it's so you get so invested in the characters and the cosmic drama and like the scale of it. Like especially, I can't even imagine what it would have been like back at the time to read that. And she's amazing in New X-Men as well, where she's like punching the shit out of like Shi'ar Imperial Guard members and talking mad shit to Cassandra Nova. I think we had to go for an X for Jean Grey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's a good character. There was even when they brought the young one back, they did that kind of trial of Jean Grey because she actually evolved new powers because she hadn't been infected by the Phoenix, and that was kind of cool what they did with her, sort of coming to realise that she had to inhabit a dead future version sort of role, which was a cool story. There's a lot of potential with that character. It's a shame they just wasted her in the films. That's the kind of one negative I would say is like, you got Famke Janssen right there, like, holy shit, what a waste. Like, why did you do that?
She's a great actress. Like, I know. Having seen her in like TNG, like, and not even in like just in like the small roles she had in like Taken or whatever, she's a good actress. Why the fuck are you wasting her? Jean Grey is one of my top 5 redheaded telepathic X-Men. There are a lot of them.
There are a lot of Greys and Summers, aren't there? There's Hope.
There's an entire brood. Yeah. And also Walt, she's an atom bomb, most others firecrackers. So that also comes from a really awesome comic where she just basically one-shots Sabretooth. Like, because what can he do? Yeah. She's telekinetic. What's
that
she
is the
gonna
one
do?
thing. She is actually so powerful, there actually shouldn't be a storyline in most things she's in because her telekinesis should just, like, stop everything. Like, it's this... Yeah.
She is too powerful. She is too strong. She cannot be contained.
Telekinesis,
all right.
Kyle.
Where is... Telekinesis is one of the most underrated and simplest powers that you can do anything with. Where?
Do you know row your boat?
I'm finishing every X-Man with a trigger. Got to use that.
All right. I like this gimmick. This is Angel or Archangel.
So I know nothing about Angel really. He's a rich boy. Is that right? He's a rich kid.
Yes.
He
he's one of the richest men in Marvel.
and that's about it. Because I don't think he's really been featured in like he's kind of lost in the modern era a little bit. He doesn't seem to appear at all during Krakoa.
He doesn't do a lot. Yeah.
No.
He had a 5-issue miniseries called X Corp, where he was basically in charge of like Krakoa's business holdings, but it got cancelled almost immediately because no one wants to read about that. Now there is actually one big thing that he's a part of, which is the Apocalypse arc. Because Archangel, are you not familiar with that?
No, see, I never understood the Archangel stuff. Like, yeah.
So basically, what happens is in X Factor Original, which is like basically the original 5 X-Men come back together after having been separated. Because Beast goes off to be an Avenger, Iceman and Angel go off to become members of the Champions in Los Angeles. Cyclops and Jean stay as X-Men, and then Jean dies, and Cyclops retires. But then Jean comes back to life for the first time, and they all reform as the X Factor. And then during the Mutant Massacre, Angel gets basically impaled to the wall, saving a load of Morlocks, and he loses his wings. And he tries to commit suicide. And in the midst of that, Apocalypse, you know Apocalypse from the 90s show, or probably the really awful movie. And he basically steals him and turns him into his first Horseman of Death. So it's basically like a more violent, kind of like a Hulk situation, a more violent and murderous version of Angel. He's also one of the main characters in Uncanny X-Force, which is one of the best X-Men stories ever written in the modern era. So I have a lot of affection for my boy Angel, but I know he is not popular. Yeah, it was done by Harpoon.
Marco's saying C, Walt's saying B for boring. Force Ghost is saying C.
He's one of my boyfriend's favorite X-Men, so I'm gonna have to go. What do you think, Idol?
I just don't know enough about him, or I've not really read any stories to understand like whether he is boring or not. Chat is probably saying C. I think you and Walt are saying B. So go.
I'm gonna have to concede. Like, guess what? Brody's not gonna watch this, so like.
Oh my gosh.
I like Warren a lot, but he's not the most interesting.
He's on a call with my wife at the moment, and people who don't watch Trek Time.
All right. So, who's this Idol?
I don't know, but you've already pointed out 2 flaws with his character so far and about him, so he can't be.
Have I?
You're just gonna put him in X. Like, I can't convince you. There's no way I can convince you that he's not. Anything else is there. I'm not too fussed about Beast. Like, Beast is okay to me. I like the X-Men '97 version of Beast where he's hyper intelligent, and that's great. And for its flaws, X-Men 3, the film, had one of the best on-screen versions of Beast ever. Like, Kelsey Grammer was born for that role. Yes. But like I've seen the stuff I've seen him recently in comics. Like, he's in
Krakoa. It's been awful. Yes.
He's in Krakoa. He's shifty. There's this whole thing with Dark Beast. I don't know. Is not. I like the idea.
So that's just straight up characterization.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've not. I like the potential of Beast. He could be cool. I've not seen it yet, but there you are.
So
it's going to be X.
I'm never going to have.
You're running it, so.
I'm running. This is the reason. Like, sorry, Marco Baker. Beast is not a C. Guess what? My username is Stars and Garters or Beastly McCoy on every social media. I think E is an X. Beast is a Avenger. He was the first X-Man to become an Avenger, way before Wolverine. He's a member of the Defenders, which is one of my favorite comic runs ever. He was a founding member of X Factor. Sword. He was on the Illuminati.
Sort of.
He's
He got invited
late.
late.
He's good friends. Well, no, he is a member of it.
That's true.
You can't say he's not.
He got invited because Namor left.
Xavier was dead.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. Yes, because Xavier left him the Infinity Stone as a thing. Yeah, that was all. That Hickman run of Avengers and X-Men stuff is amazing. That's like legit one of my favorite Marvel things.
It's pretty mind blowing. So for context here, my first X-Men comics were my dad's trade paperback of Dark Phoenix, which was amazing. And Beast is in that story as an Avenger who basically he hears that the X-Men are trashing like the Hellfire Club, and like because the Hellfire Club is like a amazing like gentleman's club, they're like, oh, we've got to go and beat up the X-Men, and Beast was like, well, We're not going to do that, so I'm going to just delete all the tapes and pretend I didn't see that.
Oh, wow.
And that gets him in trouble with the president. So guess what? He's a real one.
Mr. President.
And then, and he's also intrinsic to them beating Dark Phoenix, because basically in like the course of about 5 minutes, he's like, all right, I'm going to whip together the psionic scrambler, and he just puts it on Jean's head that stops her from killing all the other X-Men. So guess what? Intrinsic. But at the same time, Grant Morrison's new X-Men basically redefined the character. Because for the longest time, he was basically like two modes. Either he is hyper-intelligent bookworm, or he's the jokey funny man. He just would not stop making jokes, not stop having sex, probably smoking a lot of weed. And he would flip between those. I am not exaggerating. There are panels from Avengers where he's like, ask those 4 women where I was, because I don't remember. Literally holding up Avengers briefings because he was having too much group sex. But new X-Men comes along. Basically, he gets like nearly killed, and he mutates into a feline form. And he goes through this entire arc of like body dysmorphia and like learning like to like love the body. And even though he's thinking, I'm devolving into like something more primal, more animalistic, I'm a danger to the people around me, and he just has to kind of like push through that. And as a kid, as someone who really struggled with like being overweight, because guess what? When you're a kid, you hate the way you look. I can't think of many kids who are like, no, I love you. Who, like, in this society, who can love the way they look? And that was just really inspiring to me as a kid. And he was kind of like a massive inspiration for me. Like, they're genuinely a formative influence on me as a kid. So we actually do have Age of Apocalypse Beast in there as well, Marco Baker. Don't worry.
You've got multiple versions of Beast in here.
He is. Guess what? He's on the Wikipedia. I wouldn't have put him down otherwise.
Hello, Xenos. Hello.
So we can list him as a separate member. And here's the thing: Beast also represents everything that is good about X-Men, because he is a walking advertisement for don't judge a book by its cover, and about the possibilities of what happens if you take that time to be tolerant and accepting of other people, because you might make an amazing friend. Guess what? He is X. He is X, and guess what? X-Force can go fucking suck a dick. Fucking.
So what did you think of?
Percy and I will fight.
What do you think of Nicholas Holt's Beast?
Oh, he's awful. It's Beast in name only.
Okay. He just blue and furry now.
It's the whole point of. Well, because the point of Beast's character, especially when he's human, is that he's got a really boring mutation. He can. Like, he's really fast, he's kind of strong, and that's it. And then he kind of, like, he says big words. But he's also kind of meant to be, like, an all-American jock, but he's also a bookworm. He's meant to have, like, a bit of a Superman thing going on as well. Like, he's got all this potential. And then he, like, leaves the X-Men, because he gets an offer to work in the science lab. And then, because he's an egotistical idiot, he drinks his own lab chemicals to basically affect the disguise, because communists are trying to
get high on your own supply.
Yeah, I know, right? And then it just basically breaks him, and it's like, I can't live that life. I can pass as an X-Man. Like, I can, as a mutant, I can walk among humans, and they won't be able to tell I'm a mutant. Which was like, that matters a lot. Like, talk to Nightcrawler about that shit, right? And then he has to come to terms with the fact that, no, I fucked this up for myself, and I have to grow past that. And that's like a really, like, you don't get to see a lot of characters who, like, big formative arc is about making mistakes and that being okay, and that making one mistake isn't the end of your life. And I really like that part of his story.
So he's basically Burnham.
Yeah. A little bit, in a way. In a way.
Okay. Damn, I was hoping to poke
Guess
it.
What? I wish you could headline her. Well, guess what? I'm sure that guy who left a YouTube comment angrily explaining why Michael Burnham is awful will come in soon.
Yeah, if you want to see a nonsensical right-wing rant, go look at our Discovery Review comments. That's all I'll say. Anyway, that one's done.
Yeah. There we go.
No, not yet. Calm down.
All right. Do you recognize this one, Isla?
Hang on, I'm going to have to change my screen and actually look at that. No. It's green. Is that
Polaris?
Oh, I do know Polaris. Yes, Polaris is cool. I like Polaris. Sort of mini Lady Magneto, essentially. But she's green, so it's cool.
She's green. Yeah, she kind of flits back and forth between like kind of embracing Magneto's legacy and not. She has some really bad storylines, some really good storylines, but I do like Lorna a lot. Her name is Lorna Dane, incidentally.
Yeah, she's good in the say I've not long read the Krakoa arc, so she's pretty good. I like her in there. I like, this is, again, a tangent, but I like the Krakoa arc because it takes all the good and bad mutants and just puts them all on one roof to form a community. I thought that was so cool. And obviously she's sort of flirted around with both sides, hasn't she? And so she's sitting there and there's sort of tensions and sort of, other relationships she's exploring in that space. And it was very cool. I wish, she's the kind of character I wish will kind of get their own run. Like, so let's have a Polaris.
Yeah, I could see that.
A Polaris like mini series or something like that. I'd love to.
I feel like a lot of X-Men would really benefit from that. Honestly,
what was that one show? That kind of X-Men but not X-Men show.
The Gifted.
Gifted. She was in that, wasn't she?
She was, yes.
Was
I didn't actually watch any of it. Was any good?
Oh, I know. I know. There you go.
Like, guess what? X-Men live action projects have not been good for a long time.
What was that one that was in like the early 2000s? That was like in the Super.
You think of Mutant X?
Yes, it had Nana Visitor in it, didn't it? She was like the lead. Like, we're
it?
totally
Oh my
not the
God.
X-Men. We couldn't get the rights, but we're gonna make our own show anyway.
Yeah.
Like the most.
Marco is saying a B or a C.
I could see B.
What are you thinking?
I could see B. I don't outright. I can't think of anything that I don't like about her. So, but she's not notable enough to get any higher, I don't think.
No worries. All right. Now, do you know your X-Men well enough to tell me who comes next while I look for him?
No. Hang on, we haven't done Xavier.
Where is he?
Where's Xavier?
Oh yeah, Xavier should be in here.
Or do you want to just start?
I always love those things.
Just start from the top.
Yeah.
You got Spider-Man in there?
Do you really want to start from the top?
I don't mind.
Oh, well. Yes, it would be Havoc Wall, but I think Isle's right. We're gonna have to start from the top. This is Chamber.
Okay, who the fuck's Chamber? Has he got one in it?
So Chamber is a member of Generation X. He is a British telepath whose chest cavity exploded with psionic fire. So he has no all that fire. That is like his exploded chest cavity.
Right. So what does he use?
But he's
the
like
fire...
a British telepath.
So he's telepathic and he's also got a lot of fire in him.
Yes.
Right. So he's like Xavier.
He's
on
kind
fire.
of a snarky Brit.
Right. I don't know who. I cannot even think of that. I would put him as in the I have no idea who this is category, but that's just me.
Marco's saying a C or a D. I like Chamber, he's pretty cool, but he's never gotten the exposure he kind of deserves. I'm going to put him in I have no idea because Idol has no idea. Today.
I can't wait for the Marvel Presents the Chamber special feature film.
Alright. Black Tom Cassidy.
Oh, now I know him from Krakoa. He's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his story, but he was kind of like, the link between Krakoa and the mutants, sort of like translating the message of the Earth and things like that. He talks funny. I feel he's kind of cool. I like what I saw of him. I like when he popped up in things. I don't know his history.
He's Banshee's
though.
brother.
He's who?
He's Banshee's brother. Banshee.
Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, Banshee. Yeah. Yeah.
He's his brother. And they kind of fight over like typical sibling stuff. And he's also kind of maybe boyfriends with Juggernaut.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, you mostly would have known him from X-Force. I think Tom's cool. He's got a unique gimmick. He can be a bit of a bastard, but he's mostly just a cool little guy.
Okay. Was he ever evil? Did he have a bad guy run, or was he just always right?
He started off as bad. Yeah, that's why his name is Black Tom Cassidy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wouldn't name
the black sheep of the family, as it were.
I could see B.
All right, we go with B for Black Tom Cassidy. I like it. I'm wondering who's going to make it into A. I'm wondering. All right.
Space.
Surge.
Surge?
Thanks, Chuck. She is one of the young X-Men from the mid-2000s.
I'm guessing electric powers?
Yes, basically she can run super fast and also do like electrovoltaic blasts and stuff like that. I think she managed to kill a Nimrod once, which is pretty cool.
I know nothing of her, but
she's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I know. Have I ever seen Surge? I don't know if I have. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the clever.
She
thing.
was
I'm
in the
gonna bring
same
these up on
class as
Wiki.
like. Yeah, do that.
That's probably a good idea.
She's in the same class as like Elixir and Rock Slide and Hellion and X23.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know Rock Slide actually. Actually, looks cool. She's in the Power Pack. Wow, Age of X. She was in an Ultimate as well. Why have I never heard of her? She's been quite a lot. Where's 616?
Oh, she's one of those kind of like I think like writer favorites that like pops up all over the time. But like, yeah,
I don't. Hang on. Oh no, there we are. Noriko Ashida. Yeah,
Marco's saying C or a D. What are you thinking, Idol?
Probably a. She's. I'm surprised I haven't seen her. She was in Avengers vs X-Men and Secret Wars. Avengers.
Well, she's probably a cameo in that.
Age of X-Men, House of X. Okay, I apparently have just completely forgotten about her. So maybe a C.
We'll go with a C. There we go.
How have you got?
All right. Do you recognize this little guy?
40 packs of Valley Gold today.
Is that Blob?
Auto here. This is Strong Guy.
Oh no, Stronger. No, I know him from Marvel Snap.
His name is Guido. And his power is that he's very, very, very strong, but he has a heart condition. So he might have a heart attack.
That's
he was
lame.
Once king of hell. He was once king of hell, so not that bad.
Strong. I mean, how can you tell this guy was written in the 60s by his name is just like, who's this guy? Strong Guy.
Except for the fact that he wasn't. He was written in the 80s, I believe, or the 90s.
Okay, actually, no, that is also the second answer.
And he picked the name because it was funny.
Okay, I'll put Muppeteer for that. Yeah, I only know him from the comics.
What's just saying A?
I only know him from the Marvel Snap, and I thought he was kind of lame for the name there, but it's like we need a big guy. What can you call him? Strong
he's
guy.
a member of X Factor. Yeah, he's a member of X Factor. Oh, we're getting A or C or D. We're getting a lot of variation here. What are you thinking, Idol?
No, don't put this on me because I don't know him. So I'll say
I have an affection for Guido. I think we'll settle in with I think B is a safe place for him. He's cool.
B.
Well, I think B is a nice guy for him. All right. No one can stop the Juggernaut, but what tier can we put him in?
He's not saying anything.
That's Clint Martin. Bless my wife. Juggernaut. It's the Juggernaut, bitch.
Nobody can stop the Juggernaut.
Nobody can stop the Juggernaut. He's cool. I like the idea that he was possessed by a demon. Is it like a demon? The
Sitarak, yes.
Yeah, Sitarak. And that's like when they introduced. Well, when I remember reading, going like, "Oh, he's been inhabited by a demon all along." That makes him much more interesting and much more nuanced as a character. I like the idea he can just.
There's been some...
Yeah, he is uber powerful as well. I think it was Fear itself when he gets one of the epic things and he just goes nuts. He is a great foil for the Hulk. He's a great foil for
Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus as well. He also kind of transcends out of X-Men as well. You see him in a lot of other Avengers comics. I kind of want to say S.
Really? S for Juggernaut? You know
really
what?
Like
so you know what? There's actually a really cool plot line so basically Professor X's because he's Professor X's half brother or adopted brother. And guess what? Well, less people than you would think.
Got a lot of brothers
and he was an abusive
and
piece of shit. Oh yeah, he was an abusive piece of shit to Charles and to Kane Marco, which is Juggernaut's real name. And there's been some really cool stories about Charles and Kane coming to like terms with each other. So you know what? If you want to put him in S, I'm actually not going to fight you.
I won't stress on it, but yeah, I really like the idea of the character and just the fact that he can run through anything. It's just cool. Like nothing can stop him.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
There was even
no
a
one
thing.
Can stop the
there was there was a plot line in something I can't remember. It was like he was the immovable. Yeah, there was the immovable object and he was the unstoppable force. And I cannot remember what comic that was. Might have been a Hulk comic maybe, but
it sounds familiar. It might have been a Hulk thing, yeah, because he usually throws down with the Hulk. Fight the Juggernaut to keep him out of S tier. Yeah, no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, he's training up to X.
Pixie.
Lame in the films. I can't remember.
She's
her
in the films.
She was in First Class. That's Pixie, isn't it?
No, that's Angel. The other Angel. Angel Salvador.
There's another Angel?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I thought that was Pixie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, and apparently there's an Eternal called Pixie as well. That helps. Stupid Marvel.
Of course. Her name is Megan Gwynn. She's Welsh.
Well, that's... No, I was about to try a Welsh accent and I can't do it because, no. I might have to mute
Oh
my
my
mic and
God,
give it a
don't,
few
please
goes. Got to say vacuum, and that gets me started. Right, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Every time I read the
Buddha
Hodge
says
head...
she's really good in Marvel Snap.
Yeah, okay. Is she just flies? And does she have, like...
She also has magic.
Okay. Any kind of magic or just magic?
I think she can do teleportation. She has a little soul knife, which is kind of like Ileana's like soul dagger.
Right.
Like a magic rather. And she also has like psychotropic dust that comes off her wings that makes you hallucinate.
Sweet. Okay, that's put her up a tier for me.
Yeah.
Maybe a C. I don't know anything about. I don't think she has much of a personality. Maybe. Is there anything in there?
She's kind of cute, kind of perky, kind of like a little bit oblivious. She's cute enough, but I have no strong feelings about Pixie. People are saying like C for her, which is fine. I thought that's all right.
Yeah, I think C. C's the general agreement. Anyway.
This is no time to argue
Domino.
about time. We don't have
Forget every
the time.
time.
Domino. I like Domino.
Forget every time you can do that. Domino's cool. I like Domino a lot.
Cool. I kind of think we might have a first A here because I love her powers.
What is her power? What is
Luck.
her power?
Luck, isn't it?
Everything, yeah, it's just luck. Everything goes well for her.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great power.
I think it's a bit overpowered as well because how can you lead a normal life when everything just goes wrong? How can you be a well-adjusted human being or mutant in this case with when everything goes right? It's like, oh, everything's just gone right for me. What are you talking about? Why are you complaining? Everything's great. Yeah.
Well, because it doesn't always quite work out. Like, I think there's a case of, like, they've stated that, like, in the long run, if it'll lead to a positive outcome, she can go through some bad shit.
Yeah.
But in a case of, like, weaving through probabilities. So, most things work out for her, but not always.
Yeah. I like as well that she's not just, oh, I'm just lucky. She's actually a bit of an assassin as well. She always does, like, the Dark Ops missions.
Yeah, she's like really skilled. Mercenary, yeah.
That's the bit that gives it the edge. Like, being lucky and being a mercenary at the same time is a great combination. I liked her in Deadpool 2 as well. Like, that interpretation of that character was very cool. Yeah, I think A. I think A is a perfect fit for her.
I'll sign off on A on Domino. Domino's cool.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
I'm a very sensitive man myself.
Should have had that one for Pixie. That would have been ideal. All right, Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister's the biggest dick in all of X-Men, and I kind of love him.
Oh, he's such a cunt. He's such an asshole. He's such an old queen as well. He's such a fruity bastard.
It was such a shame because it was at the end of the Wolverine when they had the Essex Labs like little teaser. I was just like, oh wow, we're going to do an on-screen Mr. Sinister. That'll be interesting to see who would play him.
Nope.
Definitely like a role for Gary Oldman or someone like that.
You need someone who can do that flamboyant, threatening.
Yeah.
Like I think you could cast someone really good for him. Sassy Sinister is above S tier, apparently, according to Force Ghost.
Interesting.
Because you've done the entire Krakoa arc, you've seen what a sassy bitch he is.
Yeah, he's all over the place, but then he's all over the place multiple times in Krakoa, like, because his clones end up getting... One of his clones rebels or something, and it gets a bit confusing.
Well, yeah, because he's got 4 other clones. He's got Mother Righteous, Dr. Stasis, and Orbis Stellaris.
Stasis,
so he's got a load of... Like, other...
Wait, hang on. Was Mr. Sinister on the X-Men at one point?
Guess what? He's on Krakoa. That kind of makes him an X-Men.
Okay, right. Yeah,
and he was on the Quiet Council, which kind of makes him, qualifies him in my mind.
I could also see A. I don't know.
I'm seeing A and I'm seeing S. I really like Sinister. I think I might have to put him in S.
Do S then.
S for Sinister.
Say.
I'm from space.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Space for Sinister.
It's the bad. Mercury.
No idea. It's the first planet in our solar system.
This is true.
Her
name is Cecily Kincaid, and basically she can...
I was going to say, is her power just that she, dissolves at room temperature? Like, what?
So she can turn into fluid. Like, she's literally, you can see her making, like, a blade. So she's kind of like T-1000 powers.
Okay, hang on. Cerebro's X-Men? Is this the one? No.
Might be.
No, that's
She's a member of the Young X-Men.
I'm struggling to find it because I put it in Marvel database. It just comes up with the planet. Mercury Vampire. Yeah, they've got Mercury, Elements of Doom, or okay. Well, considering even the wiki is struggling to find her. Who the fuck is this?
Her name is Cecily Kincaid. I have no particularly strong feelings about her. She's fine.
Cecily Kincaid. There we go. Found it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, the wiki has nothing on her. Like literally no description, just comic variants. Like yeah, who the fuck is this? I have no idea.
You have no idea. All right,
No.
we'll go with that.
Good tea.
You know, I'm gonna go for a
Nice house.
go for a lucky dip.
Go for it. It's been that way ill.
Let's go for Mojo.
Oh, I know. Yeah, okay. So Mojo's the kind of the weird demon that like is he a mutant or is he just like a demon?
So he's like not related to the mutants at all, but he always focuses on the X-Men. His entire thing is that he's like a interdimensional TV producer, and the X-Men always had the best storylines. It's kind of like his gimmick.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying. He reminds me every time I see his character of the blob fat person in Blade, the one that's just like sitting in the room that ends up getting torched. That always reminds me of Mojo. Or anytime I think of Mojo, I think of that character for some reason. Well, actually, was that not Mojo? Actually.
I don't think so.
Hang on.
I don't think it would have been.
I'm going to look it up now while you're debating. Okay.
So he's basically a satire of TV producers. So he'll always have like a line about like causing unnecessary plot twists or like stuffing in an unnecessary romance. It's kind of like a bit of a fuck you to editors who always throw in their ideas. Like whenever a writer is feeling a little bit saucy about having to do a particular storyline, they'll use Mojo, I feel, as a bit of a pressure release.
Yeah. No, I don't think
he is rather annoying.
I have no strong feelings about Mojo.
Marco saying a B. I feel like that's a little bit high. I like Archangel more than I like Mojo. I'm gonna put.
It was
I'm
Pearl.
Put
Pearl
Mojo
was
in
in
D.
Blade. That was his name. Pearl.
Pearl.
Yes. And also, Stephen Dorff.
Let's
was in
go
the
for
first
a
Blade.
lucky
Forgot
dip.
about that.
See, really? Wow.
The first Blade is awesome. I might go watch that later.
All right. The man himself, Professor Xavier.
I mean, how can it's S or X? Purely because of Patrick Stewart. That is 90% of my enthusiasm for this character. He does get a little bit manipulative later on, and especially like more modernly in the last.
Yeah, you've been reading Krakoa where he is super manipulative.
Yeah, I don't like the fact he just drives around with a huge fucking helmet on instead of the wheel. Like I'm for the classic. I was rather even be in the wheelchair. Although great, he can walk again. That's nice. But you know, maybe sit down just so we know who you are. Because when I first saw him with the helmet on, I thought he was Maker. I thought he was the Maker because from the Ultimate.
Look, Jonathan Hickman has a type. Okay, he loves his
big helmeted. Nefarious people. No, I think it's got to be X. He is the founder of the X-Men. He is the values he represents as very Star Trekian, inclusivity for all, and wanting to heal. You know, the rift between. You could just be like Magneto. He could be like, no, it's going to be a war between the humans and the mutants. No, we've got to strive for our own. But no, he wants to have that rift. He's the dream, the ideal behind the very ethos of the X-Men. So I think it's got to be X. And also, he's telepathic.
Yeah, I think there's a whole conversation I think he has with Magneto where he basically says, you know, if Magneto had gotten my powers, like the fucking world would have been destroyed years ago. So it's kind of lucky that I have my powers and I am who I am, and that he got his and he's who he is. Because if you think about it, these powers in the wrong hands, and people accuse him of being the wrong hands a lot of the time. Sometimes he is, but I don't know, he's a complex character. I think I'm going to put him in X as well. He's cool.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how. Because he is alive at the moment, because I know they shot him in Krakoa, and then he came back, because obviously they had their regeneration.
Yeah, he got resurrected.
Yeah, so I don't know how he's going to fit in the new relaunch.
He's imprisoned at the moment, and Wolverine wants to kill him.
Why?
Because he blew up a US spacecraft. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, I can't use that command.
It appears we have lost our sex appeal, Captain.
Nah, he had game.
All right, let's go for you've been watching X-Men 97? Morph.
Yeah. Morph's been in a couple of things. He seems a bit OP. He can just sort of turn into whoever and has their powers. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah. He can anything physical related. He can't do
Okay.
anything energy related.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He's a bit. Is he like kind of the goofball in that team? Because I've only watched the first couple of
Yes,
episodes.
very much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard that
Sorry,
there's a
Dave,
bit more
rather.
of a. There's a couple of episodes coming up that are a bit more sort of like in depth to his personality. I haven't quite got to them yet, but maybe you can say more about it. I don't
Yeah.
mind being spoiled, by the way. I've pretty much read a lot of the plot developments on various threads anyway. So.
Yeah, I find Morph kind of interesting because it's kind of implied that they've got feelings for Wolverine.
Interesting.
But Wolverine obviously can't notice that because Wolverine's constantly fucking mooning after Jean Grey. I like them. I don't. They're mostly a cartoon creation. I don't know much about like.
No, they're not in the.
From what I understand, they're a really cool character, and they kind of are. But it's a very different character who is a member of the Exiles, which is like the dimension hopping team.
No, right. Dimension.
Marco's saying a B. I'm happy with B for Morph. I'm happy with B for Morph.
B-Morph. Oh, apparently in the 616 universe
Guess
he's
what?
called Changeling. Is he? No, that can't be.
Yes, and then they adapted him into Ken and Sydney.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
and they changed that into Morph in the cartoon because they needed an X-Men to kill in the original. Yeah, Overtime literally beat me to it. All right, hit me that command. Wow. Okay. Forge.
Forge is cool. Is it? I'm not quite sure what
I
his
like
power
Forge.
is. Is his power he can just make shit?
So his power is that anything he can imagine, he can create.
Okay. There's an Eternal.
He's the ultimate engineer.
Yeah, I think it's one of the Eternals was like that as well. That's the thing that gets me with like, you know, the X-Men, the Inhumans, the Eternals. They're all just different variations on the same theme, and it's kind of annoying.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, no, but the Inhumans are so much cooler because they've got Karnak, and I'm just like, well, yeah, but they could just be X-Men. Why aren't they? Why have you got to make a separate team? No, Forge.
And then Kamala Khan was over here being both.
Yeah, let's not get into that conversation. Yeah, have you got Kamala Khan on here?
I do actually, yeah.
Awesome, yeah, got a lot to say about her in a positive light. Forge, I don't know. I don't know much of his character, as in like what his personality's like. So
he can be a bit obsessive. Like he tends to like not take being wrong very well. But he's a pretty cool dude. He can blend magic and technology really. Like he's got like Native American mystical powers, like because of course he does. I know I like him. He's every time he turns up, I feel sympathetic toward him. Maybe because I've got a thing for like the genius innovator kind of character type, as evidenced by my affection for Beast. But I like Forge. Forge I think is kind of underrated.
Sound like a
Yeah, he's been around since the 80s. Oh, yeah, we'll go with a B. I'm happy with a B for Forge. B is a strong tier. Like,
Captain.
thanks, Lux. Like, if you look at B, that's a good team already. Like, I'd like to read a comic book with that team. All right. Let's go for Jubilation Lee, otherwise known as Jubilee.
Jubilee. Is that her actual name? Jubilation Lee?
Yes, isn't it hilarious?
Oh, that's lame. Oh, that's bad.
I love it. It's so stupid.
That's so bad.
Well, have you never realized what her earrings are?
No? Hang on, hang on.
They're the London Underground thing for the Jubilee line.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so they are. Okay, yeah, right, no, right, fine. Okay. But right, okay, so let's talk about her powers. Is it she's just a bit electric and makes things sparkle?
So her power is pyrotechnics, but they've established actually that she just doesn't quite. She's going to grow into them, and it's actually causing like high energy plasma reactions.
Okay.
And she basically needs to grow into her powers. She was also a vampire for a while.
Okay, why? Oh, she's got a kid as well now, isn't she?
Yeah, who turned into a dragon.
That's right.
So she was.
That was in the Excalibur line, wasn't it, with Betsy Braddock?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, the entire reason she became a vampire was she lost her powers in the decimation. And then she basically got some tech powers for a little while. She was a part of the New Warriors, and then she got bitten by the son of Dracula. And then the X-Men and Dracula fought because apparently mutants are really tasty to vampires. Yes.
It fucking boggles my mind, and I can't remember what I was reading. I think it was Was it the Krakoa line? Oh no, it was some line. I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, Dracula's a character. And I think it was Marvel Snap that made me aware of that. I'm like, wait, what? Like, just straight up Bram Stoker's Dracula is a character in the Marvel universe. Yeah. I'm like, hang on, so we could see, at some point, we could see freaking Captain America fighting Dracula? Why? Why is this happening?
I think that's happened, yeah.
Oh my gosh. He was done with
Of course I said it casually, yeah. Yeah, her freaking, like, yeah, so she got a kid at one point, and like, it was a really, really good storyline, actually. I read that one. And then they did that comic book thing of, right, we're done with the kid, but we don't want to imply that she's a bad parent, and we don't want to kill the baby. So the kid now lives in Otherworld, which is like the magical realm that like Captain Britain, and he turns into a dragon, and he just likes being a dragon.
I remember that. Yeah, it was so bizarre because he could actually understand commands and like take his even like, as a baby, like he was like literally an infant. Like but as a dragon, he was just badass and like roasting people. It was strange, and I like that comic. I thought I like the Excalibur stuff, but yeah, that was one of the weirder parts. I'm
thinking A. I like Jubilee a lot.
I wouldn't put her her a lot. She's a bit annoying. She's like the. You know, I'm going to relate to the kid's character with her 80s sort of get up, but I won't argue over it.
Let's see, what am I getting in? Marco's saying an A. Walt doesn't like her. He's saying C. I'm going to override and I'm going to say A. I like Jubilee.
The Wesley of X-Men. Oh,
come on. No, Quentin Quire is the fucking Wesley of X-Men. We're going to get to Quentin Quire.
Oh, is he the one with the pink mohawk?
Yes. Yeah. Annoying little twat. Hate him. But let's go with someone I think we can all agree is kind of lame. Arcade.
Who? Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different Arcade.
He was doing Battle Royale before Battle Royale was cool. He's a villain.
Oh, villain, isn't he? What's his powers?
He doesn't have any powers. His powers is that he creates traps.
Well, that's lame. Let's start. What was the category under? I have no idea who this is.
Stop talking to me about this character, and this was a mistake.
This was a mistake.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
This was a mistake, Captain Decker, Commodore Decker. He's Mojo, but worse. Yeah, there you go, Force Ghost. Thank you.
Yeah, he kind of is. Let's go for. You should know these guys. The Stepford Cuckoos.
Oh yeah, So are they Emma Frost's actual daughters?
They are not her daughters. They are her clones.
So right. So the younger clone, and there's 5 of them, isn't there? So there's
So it was a whole storyline that like there's 5 clones, and they were created by the same program that made Wolverine, just like the Next Generation, essentially. And 2 of them died. Like one of them, like basically died trying to stop a riot, and the other one died at the hands of not quite Magneto. Right. And then there were only 3 for a while, and then in Krakoa they brought the 2 that died back.
There was a good storyline in the Krakoa arc where like one of them ended up, or they started to develop their own little personalities. Like one of them wanted to date, I forget who it was now. One of the other.
Wasn't it Young Cable?
It was indeed Young Cable, yeah. And they sort of like there was different sort of variations. It was nice to sort of see like different versions as well. There are some points in some of the some of the comics where they kind of just get used as like we are the telepathic triad, we all talk at the same time, and we're the creepy twins from the Shining. But I felt like Krakoa kind of elevated them from like gave them a little bit of character, gave them they've turned a little bit bratty, which was kind of fun to read.
Well, they've got that Emma Frost like edge to it because Emma's kind of a brat as well.
I like them. I won't fight too hard for them because I feel like there's a run that could be done that could elevate them a lot more, but just hasn't been done outside.
You should. I really feel like you should read New X-Men. I feel like New X-Men would change your life.
Which era New X-Men? Because it's like
Grant Morrison's. I can give you the reading list.
I'll find that.
It's transformative. It was basically kind of the template for Krakoa 20 years before Krakoa.
I will add that to my read list.
Force Ghost is saying A. I'm going to agree with A. I like Stepford Cuckoos a lot.
The New X-Men.
Right, let's go with somewhere a bit more.
Sorry, the 2019 one.
No, New X-Men 2001.
Okay, right. So there's a bit more new. Okay, anyway, I'll look at that later.
Let's go with the one you all know, Wolverine.
I mean, this is hard to equate. Wolverine is I mean, there's a reason he has had, Hugh Jackman, great Wolverine, not a comic accurate Wolverine, but still great.
Not at all.
No,
way too tall.
Yeah, too tall, not quite as burly.
Not quite as much of an asshole, because you read the comics of Wolverine's kind of a dickbag.
Yeah, but he has had some of the best stories. He has the best origin. He has still so much potential for future storylines. Even Wolverine Origins, the film, which isn't as bad as people remember, has some good opening parts. There's one of the best Sabretooths in it.
Yeah, I love Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth. He's amazing.
Like, he works as an Avenger. He works as a stealth kind of covert person. He works having a tragic backstory or going off on rogue missions. He works as an X-Men. Like, there is he is such a versatile character that I can't see him in anything other than X, to be honest.
I feel like he's overexposed, but
he is. Very much so. There was one point.
There's a reason why he's overexposed.
He was in 6 teams at one point, wasn't he? Like, so it was like X-Force, X-Factor, and freaking X-Men, and Avengers, and New Avengers, and all that. And
I've used the superior yellow and brown suit over the yellow and blue, because yellow and blue is overplayed.
Yeah.
All right.
He was an idiot.
That too.
Incredible. Let's go with someone a bit offbeat. Let's go for this guy, Dr. Nemesis.
Okay. So,
you know this guy at all?
I've kind of seen him a couple of times. He's basically advocating COVID before everyone else by wearing a mask all the time.
Yeah.
What's his gimmick? What's his
he's a super genius Nazi hunting like asshole kind of.
Okay. Don't really know anything about him at all. Sorry, I was just looking up on Wikipedia to see if there's anything that jogged my brain of where I've seen him, apart from the fact I've just seen him in the white outfit and a couple of guns. That's about... Oh, and he's got funky hair.
Yeah, his name's... Yeah, that's like the Krakoa version of him. He got like a dye job, essentially.
Okay.
I know he's alright. He's basically like acerbic asshole number 3, but he's good at his gimmick. He was recruited by Beast to join X Club, which was basically, we need to solve the mutant decimation. He's got some pretty good lines, but he's just a bit of an asshole. Marco is saying a D.
I can see D. I don't know much about him, so...
Walt's saying C. I'll concede to a C. I like Mr. Dr. Bradley. I like him more than Mojo. I feel like we have to be honest about that.
Yeah, I suppose we have to keep it relative.
All right. Now for someone a bit more well-known. Havoc. I like Havoc.
Yeah, I need to read more stuff Havoc in. Like, he's the older brother, isn't he? But he seems to have taken...
No, younger. But slightly younger.
Oh, right. So it's just in the films he's the older brother.
Yeah, because they fucked the timeline on that so hard.
Yeah. And his powers are he can make, like, big electric rings. Or energy blasts.
So he basically can... energy blast, plasma.
Yeah.
Like... He's, I think, as powerful, if not a bit more powerful than Cyclops in terms of what he can do.
Yeah.
And they're immune to each other's powers, which is pretty cool.
I don't know.
I really like him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about him. I'll defer to yourself and chat on that one, I think.
Havoc makes you sad, Force Ghost? Why does Havoc make you sad?
Didn't he get mutilated at one point? He had, like, big scars or something? Like, he had half his face melted off for some reason?
Yeah, that was when he got inverted during Axis. And it stuck, and he was the villain for a while.
Axis was
so
real
lame.
shit.
Yeah, it was no good. Yeah, he's, like, traditionally long-time linked with Polaris in the Rampant Ray ship. Often leads versions of X-Factor. I like Havoc. Havoc's cool. I think Havoc's underrated. He's been a bit pathetic lately, but he's on the up and up. He's doing it. He's out. He's gotten away from Madeline Pryor, which is good for him.
Man, I'm going to start tiering wrestlers because the kind of conversations are very similar. It's like, he's going to have his chance soon. He'll be cool soon. Don't worry.
He was in Hellions, if you recall. He was really, really good in Hellions.
He was in Hellions, wasn't he? Did I read? Yeah. Wasn't he kind of a bit aloof in that? He was a bit... I'd have to reread it, I think.
Well, he was one of the few normal people who hung out with Psylocke and was like, why the fuck am I even here?
That's right, yes. No, I remember that. I'd probably say B, then.
No, he's separated from Madeline. He's a member of X. He's a leading X Factor with Angel in the new relaunch. I'm going to pump him up to an A because I really like Havoc. I've got a lot of affection for him. Gonna make an executive decision.
I am hungry.
Something relatable. All right. Let's go with the Incredible Nightcrawler.
Oh, right, Nightcrawler's cool. Love Nightcrawler. Alan Cummings'
awesome.
Nightcrawler was amazing. Like, he's he's got a gimmick which is he's very Catholic, and like I think my favorite run in and I'm going to talk Krakoa a lot because that's the last thing I read of X-Men, so that's like immediately on my brain. But he had the run when he was trying to work out what the mutant religion was, and that was a very kind of good sort of personal discovery journey for him and his own faith. Obviously he's a very devout Catholic. He is a German as well, so you kind of got that little the inflections in the characters. He's blue, he can teleport, and has one of the best movesets ever. Just Bamf is iconic. The intro scene to X-Men 2 is still one of the best. Like
iconic,
yeah, it's an iconic scene. It's so good. I might advocate for S. I don't think quite X.
People in the chat are saying S. Overtired says, "Remember when he was going to be Pope?" Yes, I do remember the stupid plot. Oh my god! So there was a plot in like mid 2000s Uncanny X-Men where there was a plot by a evil anti-mutant ring of the Catholic Church, where they basically fooled Nightcrawler into thinking he was becoming a priest, and then they were going to make him Pope, and then when he became Pope, everyone was going to take communion, and the communion wafers were going to make everyone, like, blow up, and make people think they'd gone to the rapture. I'm not exaggerating, this is a real storyline.
Amazing.
It's ridiculous. I feel like I have to sign off on A.
Yeah. Oh, really?
On S, rather.
Oh, S, I was going to say, yeah, S.
Yeah. Don't know why I said A. I think it's because I was looking at Marco. Marco, you have no love in your heart for Nightcrawler. He's the Errol Finn swashbuckler. He does like all his sword fighting. Like he's cool.
I like him. I think he I think for like S and X and even A, like they stand out not just because of their powers, because they got a little bit more personality. They've got flair to them, and they've kind of enjoyed the gimmick for longer and been developed. Not kind of been ruined. I don't think Nightcrawler's ever really been ruined in anything, at least that I've seen.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Yeah, he's passed by pretty well. He's done. People like Nightcrawler a lot, which is good for him.
I am hungry.
Okie doke.
Again. I think my computer's
I guess Scott's really hungry. Are you hungry? All right. One of my personal favorites, Sabretooth.
Sabretooth.
He was an X-Man.
But Mom, I want Wolverine. No, we have Wolverine at home.
I kind of like Sabretooth more than Wolverine, but that's probably an unpopular opinion.
So, Wolverine Origins film, Sabretooth is great. X-Men 1 and 2, Sabretooth is lame. He's just like big man, rah,
He doesn't get a lot to do. He's just a henchman, yeah.
He doesn't. I don't really know much of him in the comics. I know he kind of just gets put into jail at the start of Krakoa, and that's about it. That's all he kind of does.
Did you read his solo run in that? Because it's really, really good.
No.
Oh, dude. His was actually unironically, one of the best runs in Krakoa.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, his whole personality is Wolverine, but angrier.
Because the whole plotline with his thing in Krakoa is, so he gets put in the pit for killing humans, right? You think that's fair?
I mean, I'm not one to judge. I'm not.
Well, because here's the thing. They convicted him for a law that didn't exist yet. They came up with the law after he had done the crime.
Okay.
And then convicted him for it.
Well, I mean,
that's called
setting precedent. That's called setting precedent.
It's called being unfair.
Right, lawyer up. Let's go.
Dude, yeah, he was actually originally an Iron Fist villain. He has a really fun arc when he gets inverted and becomes he has a whole arc when he becomes a good guy during Axis, and he teams up with Iron Fist, and that's a really good storyline. I actually really enjoyed that.
Can we put Axis under this was a mistake? Because I don't like how much
if I had storylines, I would, but I don't have them. I don't know. Okay. We're doing characters, not storylines. I feel like A is fair. I like Sabretooth a lot.
I would go lower, but I'm not going to argue.
I have a lot of affection for him. Alrighty. Let's go for Emma Frost.
Okay, so I like Emma Frost a lot, and not just because of the scandalous outfits. But I like I like she is determined and very sort of forthright, very knows what she wants, goes and gets it, very manipulative. She makes a fun character to read. She does the whole, and like obviously you can see the writer behind her just kind of going, no, it's like Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. It's like no, she has to wear the scambly outfits to breathe properly, and it's like no, she has to do it because she wants people to look and like wants to be people to be distracted. I'm like yeah, okay, calm down now. If you want to draw semi-nude women in scandalous clothing, that's fine. You just own it, okay? But. I know I do like her character arc, especially like I think with the Inhumans versus X-Men, her being very duplicitous, her kind of doing the whole Krakoan arc, being almost like the manipulator behind the scenes, but also trying to be the ambassador for the X-Men. She has a lot going for her. The movie version was terrible in First Class. Why did they do that? It was just like no, we're gonna completely misunderstand this character and just have her in revealing clothes. Like no, stop it.
People are saying S tier.
I'm saying it. I'm thinking S. I like Emma Frost a lot.
Emma Frost is really cool. Guess what? She's a main character in that new X-Men run I recommended to you. That's where basically modern Emma Frost comes from. So I'm happy to put her off an S. All right. Walt says A.
In one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic.
All right.
She's very fun.
Let's go for... Yeah, she is. She's really, really cool. Come on, Walt. She's fun. Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus is cool. He's big and he's Russian. Does he have a lot else?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's a painter.
Right.
He is a very sensitive soul.
No.
He says Lenin's ghost a lot, which he did in the old comics. Which is an automatic Walt, guess what? I love Colossus as well. He's an underrated character. He is the brother of Magic.
That's true, yes.
And he once sacrificed himself to stop the legacy virus and save basically the entire mutant race.
I'm glad they did. I like Colossus in Deadpool is brilliant. Like that's the best version of that character.
He's good fun there.
It's so funny. I like him as like a bit of a comic foil. That kind of works. It doesn't work in normal X-Men. I think in normal X-Men he's more like the X-Men 2 Colossus, where he's just like, I'm going to be the hero. For some reason, he's just an American
strong silent type.
Yeah, strong silent. But
yeah,
he was in a relationship with Kitty Pryde at one point, wasn't he? For quite a while. That was kind
with
of
a weird age gap.
Was there? I don't know. I mean, Colossus could be like 15 for all I know. Could be the other way around. Don't judge stars. Come on. I don't know.
People saying A. I'm happy with A.
A
is good.
He's cool. He turns to metal. He's big.
And guess what?
Yeah. Fastball special.
He's got the beard too, which I think is cool. Guess what? The beard helps. You like the beard. All right. All right. You know what? Let's go for one of my personal favorites. Oh, there you go.
I had to press the button.
Let's go for one of my personal favorites. Beak.
Fucking right. Ever since we've been doing this, we're like, you can talk about Beak. Like, who the fuck is Beak? Right, talk me up on Beak. Beak, fucking
okay.
Beak.
So he's one of the main. He's not a main character, but he's a big character in Grant Morrison's new X-Men, and his power sucks. Because if you go back and read classic X-Men, like from like the 60s to the 90s, everyone's power is relatively destructive or powerful, or good for them, or like And then Beak's power is that he is a weird freakazoid who looks like kind of like a bird. He can't even really fly. Except the entire this is like a 50-issue run, and it's all about like the building of his confidence, the beginning of his relationship. He becomes a father, and just like he fulfills it's all about the ethos of the X-Men, right? Which is about accepting that which is weird and strange and uncanny. Because in the end, he's just kind of a dude. But he's a good dude, and he's really, really brave. And he doesn't he's one of those characters who gets knocked down a lot. He gets bullied and beaten up and fucked up a lot. But he doesn't give up, and I really respect that. He's kind of got that The Thing quality to him. Like The Thing often has that, where he gets the shit beaten out of him, but he doesn't stop.
So
I'm not putting him in D, Walt. Sorry.
So kind of like
making
Captain
a
America,
decision
but
on
without
that.
the superpowers.
Which makes it even more impressive in a way to me.
So is he on a team? Does he go on missions, or did he just sort of hang around?
So he was for a brief period on the X-Men Street Team at the very end of New X-Men.
Street Team, what, he was handing out
and then
flyers,
he was
CDs to listen to my rap album.
well, no, that was when a version of Magneto basically grabbed all the bridges in New York and twisted them and started walking humans into ovens. So
Oh, okay, that sounds on brand for Magneto.
Yeah, it was pretty on brand. And he was also a member of the New Warriors. He has like 1 billion kids. I don't know. I really like Beak. Beak is cool.
Can we put that in the let's stop talking about Beak? No, I'm not going to be that cruel. He just, I don't know. I can't say anything. He sounds lame. I like his top quote on the wiki is, "I'm not strong, I'm not smart, I do not shoot death rays. About the only thing I'm good at is making friends." I mean, that sounds like something you put on a motivational poster with a cat hanging off a washing line looking sad.
So anyway, he's going in X.
God damn it. I
like Beak.
Okay, he's better than Mojo. Put him in C.
My friend, there's a reason I'm the one in control of this.
Damn it. He's out of control.
I am hungry.
Why is that the 3rd time? Oh my god, I've got like hundreds of triggers, and that's happened 3 times now.
Guess what? I'm tempting fate by putting Beak in X. Let's go with... You know what? Talk to me about Rogue.
Ooh. Well, she got that southern charm. I like Rogue. I like the idea of Rogue. I don't know if they've ever... Well, she's got big beef with Captain Marvel, which is already interesting. She started out as a villain, didn't she? Which is actually...
She did.
So here's the thing that always confused me, because obviously I was raised on the film versions where it's just like, oh, she absorbs people's powers and kind of nearly kills them, but takes on the powers on top, and thought, that's quite cool. But obviously the dynamic thing of like she can never touch anyone properly or love anyone. But I see that in the comics and in the cartoon, she can just fly. Is that just an inherent power of hers, or does she just nick it off someone before she goes on a mission?
So the way it works is that originally, when she touched Captain Marvel, well, she was Ms. Marvel at the time, she held on for too long. Because Mystique, who raised her essentially, wanted to kill Ms. Marvel. Because she was kind of originally a Ms. Marvel villain before anything else.
Right.
And she basically permanently stole Ms. Marvel's powers, which include super strength and flight. And when she eventually lost them, then she would occasionally like grab like Sunfire's powers or whatever. Then she grabbed like Wonder Man's. And now I think she actually has control over her powers, and she can basically just like touch someone, take their powers without even hurting them, and basically go through just fine.
Well, that's the one thing that
she's also an Avenger, which is cool.
Yeah, the one thing that got me in the cartoon is I watched the episode where she delivers the Jean Grey's baby, and she's like, "Go absorb that doctor's power." Like doctors have a power, and not just like 20 years of education. Like she just like does that expand to memory? It's like a Matrix. Like I'm going to learn kung fu now. Like.
No, yeah, because she literally takes on their personalities and memories as well.
So it's not just like not just absorbing mutants' abilities. It's like kind of the whole package.
Well, yeah, because guess what? It worked on Ms. Marvel. She's not a mutant.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she's kind of.
Yeah, it works on anyone.
I like her sort of personality as well. Like she's inappropriately chipper when she needs to be, but can be sort of like down and heartfelt as well. And nothing like a little bit of
pretty
southern
iconic romance with Gambit as well.
Yeah. S or A.
What are you thinking, chat?
I don't know.
She's pretty iconic.
She is pretty iconic. Shame was let down by the film character version.
The movies, yeah.
I mean,
doesn't have any of her strength.
We did get the Days of Future Past, the Rogue cut, so she did technically have a whole film named after her, but that was just like one scene.
Technically, yeah.
Remember this character?
It was saying A.
I'd probably say A. Yeah. Yeah, Marco saying A.
Hey,
as well.
I'm happy with A. Yeah. I like Rogue.
Okay.
Rogue's cool. All right. You know what, Idol?
Go on.
Do you want to pick someone or?
I don't know. Delix, they're all tiny little icons for me, so.
You can't see him, can you? Let's grab someone who you'll know about. Cypher.
Cypher. Oh, right, yeah. So his thing is he can decipher any kind of language. So he ends up talking to Krakoa, doesn't he? He ends up being the sort of the main path
he's
between
Krakoa's interpreter. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's. But there's not a lot else to him. I don't think. I've not seen anything else that he does other than just stand around talking to the island, and there's nothing major in his development that I've seen or read, should I say? So I'm being right stuffy one day. I was like, I don't know this character. I'm just,
I don't know. He actually has a pretty cool role in the Sabretooth thing, where basically he says, "Hey, we're going to try and rehab you by basically giving you the ability to have play out any kind of fantasy you want while you're down here in the pit." He also has a whole weird codependency with Warlock, which is cool. But they've kind of abandoned that dynamic now.
Oh my gosh, he was.
C or a D, says Marco.
He was in one of the films. He was in.
Was he?
I don't know if this really counts. There's a screenshot of one of the kids in one of the X-Men films, and they're saying, "Oh, that's Cypher in Earth 10."
I mean, he's got a really boring power, so
Yeah, I guess say D.
I believe you.
D isn't filled out enough. We need someone in the D.
D.
He's not. He's nothing. There's no text for him on the Wikipedia, so there you go. No one can be bothered to write about him. There's obviously nothing to write about.
Namor.
Oh, he is a mutant. I fucking hate Namor.
He's such a cunt, isn't he?
Dick. He's not even. But okay, I like him as a foil for the Black Panther. In the Hickman's arc, that's fun. But he's creepy. He's always hitting on Sue Storm or any kind of woman that's in the vicinity. His powers are he's just DC. No, who came first, Namor or Aquaman? I think Aquaman.
I think he came first. He's from the 1940s.
Yeah, so he's. Marvel can never decide what to do with Namor. He's either going to be part of the hero cast, he's either going to be an absolute villain, or he's going to be an anti-hero. But he's never. They never kind of. Well, yeah, he's mostly just an arrogant prick. Which
mostly, yeah. I agree with
Black Panther 2, they kind of did a completely different character, essentially. You kind of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't arrogant, I suppose, but he was still kind of a. I had the essential feeling of Namor, but he was less creepy, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's nowadays when they bring him off of the villain, he's usually just there to either kind of come in and just punch someone underwater, because you can't fight me, I'm underwater, I'm Waterman. And he can fly.
Waterman.
He's got wings on his feet, which are really lame.
Yeah.
There wasn't there a storyline where he lost his memories and people they shaved him on screen and they went, "Oh, it's Namor," not on screen, on the comic. And they're like, "Oh no, it's Namor all along." It's like an early Fantastic Four thing.
Shaved him,
or he was had a beard and a hat or something on long hair, and they shaved his long hair and he had the long hair. It was strange. I was actually looking at a meme on that the other day, and it was really, really, really bad.
We were putting him.
Fuck him, D. Actually, no. Let's stop talking about. Right. Stop talking to me about Namor. Stop. There's nothing in there yet.
Stop talking to you about.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Because I think the climber wants to hug the mountain, envelop that mountain, to make love to the mountain.
Make love to the mountain. Go make love to a mountain, Namor.
Talk to me about the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, she is. Well, she is and she isn't a mutant anymore. Wasn't it revealed that things changed, but she was at one point?
Give it 5 years and she'll be a mutant again.
Okay, House of M is legit one of the best runs, one of the best multiverse runs. It's so good. I really like it. You disagree? Or at least the concept behind it is Wanda.
The concept is amazing, yeah.
Yeah, recreates the entire universe, which is break down because she lost her imaginary children. Sort of. That's a bit harsh. But
yeah, it's really harsh to put it like that, but yeah.
Yeah, she's really cool. I don't know if she's been given too much personality though, because a lot of the things with her are either grief or through vision or her powers. I love Scarlet Witch in the MCU. What's her name?
WandaVision. Elizabeth Olsen.
That's the one, yeah, Elizabeth Olsen. She's really good. WandaVision's amazing. I love that series. I want to see more of her. Even though she kind of flits between accents.
Well, yeah. Can't decide if she wants to do Eastern European or not.
Yeah, somewhere between
I'm
A
actually
going
to bump her up to an A,
yeah,
because I really like her from her Avenger days where she was in a relationship with Vision. She's a very different character there. But I like that version of the character a lot, and I'm kind of glad they've gotten back to that a bit more. Because while I like the idea behind House of M, it basically defined her for like 15 years.
Yeah.
She could never really escape that storyline, and I'm kind of glad they're moving her past that. I think. All right.
Damn it. Stop the heterocyclic declination. We need a biomolecular physiologist in here. This man is dying.
Let's go for the big man himself, Apocalypse.
Krakoa Apocalypse is really cool. I love when he turned him into on the good side of things, even though he kind of wasn't, or he started playing his own game in the background.
He's still the same person, but the context of his actions has changed.
Yeah, it's great that he kind of get him to be like, I'm just this big, strong, manipulative villain, essentially. But hey, here's how things could work for all mutant kind, because that is like, you know, it kind of evolves into like, yeah, I'm doing this for mutant kind. He's kind of like extreme Magneto, really, isn't he? But with like the powers to sort of like reshape reality in a weird way. Yeah, I really like him. He's really cool. Not Oscar Isaac's Apocalypse, who was more Ivan Ooze than anything else. Yeah, remember when they did that? I could see A. I agree with Marco. Maybe
A for Apocalypse.
A for Apocalypse, which you know.
Walt says X. Force says S. Lots of strong feelings about Apocalypse. People like Apocalypse.
I could see S.
We also have to thank him for Age. You have to also thank him for Age of Apocalypse, which is one of the best.
I actually haven't read that.
Crossover storylines ever. Oh, it's so good. It's so fucked up though.
It's sitting there on my reading list. I need to finish. I'm currently reading through One Piece at the moment. That's like got 1,000 issues, so I'm gonna be there a while.
God, yeah. Here's a belt buckle with a special issue on it. What more could you want? Overtired, you make a compelling argument.
Let's go to the Apocalypse Tower.
Let's put him in S.
Yeah, S fits actually. I could see him there with.
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
No, I've had a couple of large wines.
A couple. All right, you know what? This one's for you, Idol. Talk to me about Moira McTaggart.
Ooh, okay. Who's the actress that plays Moira McTaggart in the films? She was
Rose Byrne, I believe.
Rose Byrne. She's awesome. She was in, complete context change. She was in the Peter Rabbit films, which I've watched too many times due to
my god, she was.
Yeah, she is, and she's great in that. She was also in Bridesmaids as well, which is a hilarious film. She's a great actress. I love her in that. Moira McTaggart in the Krakoa arc confuses the shit out of me. It took me a few reads to get it, because she has the whole, oh yeah, I've lived many realities and kept my memories through them, going from like, I want to save mutant kind, and then becoming a half robot android thing and wanting to kill all the X-Men. What was the resolution of that? Because I never kind of got to that. I got to the point with the the Fall of X where obviously they have their latest genocide, and the Krakoa falls essentially. Latest in a long string of genocides. But what happened to Moira McTaggart? Because as far as I know, she was she took Mary Jane's body, didn't she?
She possessed her for just so she could hang out in an LFI gala for like a night. So the eventual resolution was that the whole of Krakoa is being menaced by a Dominion, which is basically like a giant multiversal outside of reality type dealie. That you can only achieve if you sacrifice a load of mutants, I guess.
Right. Oh, was that the Kardashev scale stuff when they had like a race of beings that were outside of things? Yeah, good old Hickman. He knows how to push the boat.
And then there's this whole thing where like she's working with Orcus as like, because she like Mystique and Destiny set her on fire at one point.
Right.
She didn't like that.
Oh, that's right. Destiny had. They didn't want her to bring Destiny back, did she? Because Destiny could see the future.
And she didn't like that. And then there was the whole thing with like she worked with Xavier to basically kill the Dominion, and in return she got an 11th life where she reincarnated, but it didn't destroy the universe she left behind, and now she gets to exist without her powers and live a normal life.
Oh,
and that's how her story ends.
Okay, that's not too bad. That sounds quite fun. Yeah. So essentially, for most of Krakoa, she was locked away, wasn't she? She was like,
she was in the no space, getting cancer. Rough.
I don't know. I don't know really. It's a very cool concept. I don't know if they quite pulled it off.
No, they didn't. I don't think.
No,
like overtime. A Force Ghost here says first half of Krakoa equals S, last half equals D, and I'm like, I feel like that's kind of right.
Yeah.
So what's that equal out to? Like a B?
yeah, I'd say B. Yeah, if we're gonna use Moira Mataga as a representative of all Krakoa, yeah, I think a B works.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's Charles and Moira right there.
Let's go with.
Actually, fuck yeah.
Okay,
Case McFadden's Moira Mataga to Patrick Stewart's Xavier. That could have worked.
That would work. Yeah. That would have worked. Yeah. This character I like. He's got an interesting power. Do you recognize this guy?
Go on.
Oh, he's too small. His name is Forget Me Not.
Oh, actually, I have heard of this. Weirdly enough, I have heard this character. He was in a random.
You haven't forgotten about him?
No, he was in a random random issue of one comic where it was all about him following him around, and he's just very depressed the whole time because he's don't worry about it. So he's just turned around. He's like the Silence from Doctor Who. As soon as they stop looking at him, they forget about him. Yeah, I kind of like that as a concept. He's utterly useless in any other way. Like he is continually cursed, but that's a fun little one-shot character.
Yeah, he's got he's the ultimate stealth character as well, because like he's such a weird character, and he has some really interesting stories when they use him. He's a real oddball, kind of underrated. I feel like a lot of people don't know about him. The worst power though. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having this power? I fucking suck.
How would you even get anywhere in life? You just wouldn't. You'd have to do everything. It's like Groundhog Day. You'd have to get everything done in one day, and then that's it.
Or just like get really, really good at caring for yourself, I suppose. Force Ghost says A. Marco says C. What are you thinking, Idol?
I can see C. I don't know if he's not mainline. He's not got a cool revolutionary power. Like it's just people forget about him, and that's kind of sad in a way.
We're thinking C.
I'll say C.
Yeah, we'll go with C. All right, I like Forget Me Not, but I can't. All right, well, you know, this is blue. How have we not talked about this man yet? Magneto, welcome to die.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the best backstory. You know, coming through the Auschwitz and all the concentration camps from World War II to be end up. I think the scenes from First Class where he's going back through and
the Nazi hunting bits in First Class are so good.
Yeah, I think I can't see anything less than X. His turn in Krakoa and in X-Men '97 as well is very cool. He's limitless potential. There was a run in
even the original film versions with Ian McKellen is incredible.
Oh my god! Yeah, I mean Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen against each other. That's just one of the best on-screen bromances ever. Like it's so good. There was a comic run. There was literally just a comic Magneto, which was I can't remember what it was about, but it was him struggling. Like he had no home and he was just sort of struggling against being hunted.
Was it Magneto Testament?
Possibly. I can't remember. It was a while ago. It was very good. It might have been during Axis actually. No.
Might have been, yeah.
Might have been, but it was very.
Everyone is saying X. I kind of can't fight having Magneto in it. He's one of the. He's as X-Men characters go, he's bulletproof.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that for a fact.
Yeah. All right. Let's go off the beaten path a little bit.
Before we do that, can I just remind you of the scene in X-Men 2 when he gets the metal out of the guy's blood and he just spins it in those little orbs around and shoots it back like that's such a good scene. Anyway.
Is it part of a Romulan plot? A ploy to start a war?
No, it was a ploy to escape prison. Shadow King.
Okay, who the fuck is Shadow King? I've seen him in Marvel Snap. I don't know what he does.
So he was the first, one of the first mutants that Xavier ever met when he was in Cairo. And he basically is like one of the most powerful and evil telepaths ever. And he is so evil and so manipulative that there's this like kind of iconic scene where Xavier sits down in this like Egyptian club and there's Shadow King over there and they both come into telepathic contact with each other and they both realize, oh, we have to fight to the death right now because like you are too much of a problem to who I am. I can't let you leave.
Oh my gosh.
Like then like there's this incredible like astral dimension combat between them where Xavier nearly dies. And then he's triumphant, and then you see like Shadow King's like the guy he's possessing just falls over dead, and then Xavier leaves. He's got a really cool version of him in Legion, like the live action show. I think he also got a redemption arc in Krakoa.
I forgot about Legion. That was a great show. I've never finished it, but that was weird and good. Yeah, you're right. Shadow King was in that. I don't know. It's sounding like a B.
I'm getting a B from Force Ghost. He's very hateable. Shadow King is C, according to Marco Baker. I feel like he's really cool. I feel like he's like kind of underused because he's a little bit one-dimensional, but he's really, really creepy and cool. I don't know. I like Shadow King as like a. He's also a really good nemesis for Storm.
You're hovering in B there. I can see.
I think we should go with B. I think B is all right for Shadow King.
Yeah.
You believe what you
all right.
want, lass. Just dinna light that candle.
Dinna light that candle.
Welcome to Planet Scotland.
Let's go with Cable.
Cable's cool.
90s edge in
I mean, yeah, how many pockets and no feet do you want? Like, Cable's cool.
How many pouches? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, how many pouches, yeah. What's the artist's name who does that?
Rob Liefeld.
Oh, that's right, yeah, Liefeld. Who's Deadpool's creator as well, wasn't he? Cable's cool. He's got a lot of potential. I mean, I like, the whole Future War stuff coming back, and then being a hunter. I liked young Cable in the Krakoa arc, him working.
Yeah, that was a weird development, but I wasn't against it. It was interesting.
But he also met old Cable as well. They brought him back as well, and there was a whole thing with him and Hope Summers as well, who is Cable's daughter?
I know, adopted daughter, yeah, because basically Bishop went insane and tried to kill Hope because he thought that she was going to end the world. So they jumped through a lot of timelines, and he's raising her from a baby up into a young adult.
Right.
And he dies saving her. Is that how old Cable dies originally? And then basically, yeah, like he teaches her like how to survive, how to like use guns and shit like that. Marco says S. Walt says S. Force Ghost says B. What are you thinking?
Yes. I'm kind of hovering middle. I'm thinking A. Mind you, he has some really good runs. He might be sitting in S. He might be sitting in S. He's a good.
I'm alright putting him in S. Yeah. He's cool. He's got a very convoluted storyline, but I like him.
You betrayed your uniform.
I love how that makes
I feel like that's like Cable would scream. Let's talk to me about Glob Herman.
What the fuck is this character? I know who you're talking about. It's like just you look at bones and transparent skin, and the weird eyes that protrude through. I mean, obviously, if you made my skull invisible, you would just literally see eye stalks coming back to my brain. But I don't want to see that. That's a weird character.
So he's made out of liquid paraffin, and he's just kind of a dude.
Yeah, there's no real powers.
Yeah,
there,
he is actually terrible. Well, he can basically kind of let some of the liquid paraffin off, and you can light it on fire, and he can light him on fire if you want, which is really good for him.
Rub on my hair and make a wig. Really I don't have that much hair, but yeah.
He had a whole storyline about like his like abusive dad and his like mother trying to take care of him. He raises chickens, which is cute. Yeah.
Okay. This is the more I hear this, more the words D brush through my head.
Marco saying D. Force Ghost, do you have any words for our brother in Christ, Glob Herman? He's kind of one of those like characters that you'll see running around in the background. A Force Ghost is I can't
It's a
fight
D,
that.
yeah, it's an
Force
easy
Ghost
D.
is D. Yeah.
It's the biggest D I've ever seen.
All right.
It's a fake.
Literally is.
It's a fake. Let's go with someone a bit more mainstream. Storm.
Yeah. So, Storm's cool. I don't think she's X.
Really?
I don't know why. I think there's. I love her character. I think it's great. I love the stuff she had with Black Panther. I'm a minority there, but I liked when she was with T'Challa. And they had the whole sort of unifying Wakanda with the X-Men and things like that. and then they broke up. And then I was just like, okay, fine. Just don't, please, Marvel, stick to a plot at least once for more than a couple of years. Come on, don't keep breaking people up and killing people up. She is, I don't know. There is something about her character that I don't like. Maybe it's just I've not read the right storylines. I've not seen her come into any kind of. I must just not be reading the right storylines. I'm trying not to feel bad about.
Did you read X-Men Red?
Oh no! Which one? Because there was like two, wasn't there? There was a modern Red and there was an old Red.
The one on Mars.
I don't know if I must have done. Yeah, I read some stuff about it. Yeah, because she was trying to get the Arakans on side, wasn't she? She was representing both Krakoa and Araka, wasn't she?
Yeah.
That was okay. That was alright. I never quite got into the Arako stuff, really. I was just like, well, hang on, who are all these people? It's like a whole other race that I've got a feeling they are going to drop, like, as in, forget about.
Maybe so. I think they are going to develop some of it in the new relaunch they've said they're going to, but yeah. I'm seeing 1S. I'm seeing X. What are you thinking, Idol?
I am thinking high S. I don't know why. I mean, she is badass. She's stupidly powerful. But I feel like there's just something that doesn't put it into X for me. But that's just me. Go on.
I know. I really enjoy her in the cartoons and how overly dramatic she is. Like, man, Marco is really assistant. You know, I would feel. Especially also, you have to think about like how revolutionary of a character she was for the time. Like 1975, making like the black woman the strongest member of your cast.
Yeah. Oh no, was it? No,
that's pretty revolutionary.
Did she come in? Oh, I suppose she would have. Yeah, she wasn't an original. I always forget she's not an original X-Men. I always just assume she's been with them so long.
No, she's not
there from the start.
No. 1975. Yeah, she has lost all weaknesses. I kind of hope that they'll bring back, give her her claustrophobia back. I wouldn't mind that. I would feel. I feel like we have to kind of put her in X. I feel like she's just too iconic to not to.
Okay, no, I'll agree with that. Oh yeah, button.
All right.
Four fucking times that one.
Why?
Why is it doing that?
What the hell? Let's see. Talk to me about Rock Slide.
He's made of rocks.
Yes,
that's about all I know.
Incredible.
He's made of rocks.
He's kind of dumb. He's kind of a dumb jock.
He's young thing.
Kind of like, yeah, he's young and stupid, which I kind of appreciate.
Oh man, there's an adorable X-Babies version of Rock Slide. What? Hang on. Why is this?
I wish I could say I was surprised.
Oh, it's in the Mojoverse. Of course it is.
Yeah. See, Marco, you can't complain about Beak being an X. I put a Storm in X so that I can have Beak in X. This is the bargain I've worked out. All right, Rock Slide. What are we feeling? Do you have any strong feelings about Rock Slide? Does anyone?
Not really. He's
Fosco's saying D.
He's a big hunk of rock. He'll have a good fight with the Hulk one day.
I think he already did. I think
did he?
Blown to pieces in World War Hulk.
All right, he'll have a good fight with the Thing. Did he have a fight with the Thing? Oh yeah, he was in World War Hulk.
I don't think. Yeah, everyone was in World Hulk. They called in every X-Men to try and help out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'll put Rock Slide in D. Yeah.
Okay, but Hulk ripped off both his arms. Yeah, that sounds like D to me.
Yeah.
Everyone's beaten the Hulk at some point. Come on, you can't even do it.
That's true.
Oh, Wesley.
Come
on the
break.
break.
Talk to me about Kamala Khan.
Fucking love Kamala Khan. Literally such a good character. The initial Miss Marvel run back in 2016 was that? No, it might have been
2014, I think.
2014,
by G. Willow Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, the original Miss Marvel run was really good. She's a great character. That wasn't just can we make a Muslim superhero? Like it wasn't. They expanded it more on that. It was so good. What's her name? Who plays Miss Marvel? Is Iman?
Oh, Iman Vellani, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's the one. She's amazing. She's literally Miss Marvel personified. That's the best casting to character off the page that I've ever seen.
I really enjoyed her in the Marvels.
Not so keen on the whole bloomin' death and then rebirthing her as a mutant, but whatever. It gets her in this character category. I want to say X. I will put her in X every day. Anything with Miss Marvel, I will read. I love that she's basically
Marco
a big
saying
fangirl.
B.
No.
Fosco's saying S. I like Kamala a lot, but we are ranking X-Men characters here.
You put her in it. You made this
I guess
list.
what I only put her in here because of that death and turning her into a mutant, which you yourself said you weren't a massive fan
In which
of.
case, she's an X-Man. There you go. Is she on which teams is she on at the moment?
I think she joined the New Mutants. I think.
Oh, there you go. She's an X-Man. There you go. She's there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't disagree that she's an X-Man, but it's like
I'll ride or
it
die
does,
for Kamala. I'll ride and die for Kamala Khan. She's X.
You know what? As an X-Man, I feel like she's like an A, but I feel like as a character overall, I do feel like she's an X. She's really important, so I'll put her in X as a concession to you.
Oh yeah.
But also because Kamala's awesome.
Yeah, she is very awesome.
You look constipated.
Thanks.
It's because of all the stuff you've been eating, clearly. Let's talk about Kitty Pryde. Or Kate Pryde.
I love Kitty Pryde. She's very good in Marauders. Not being able to enter the portals and just don't go and fuck it, I'm going to buy a sailing ship and I'm just going to go and raid and just be like this pirate captain. It was just brilliant turn of events. She's had some good, I mean, what is it? Days of Future Past is pretty much her and in the focus. She wasn't really used in the films that much other than X3.
Yeah, which was not a great version.
She got to run away from Vinnie Jones, which most people tend to do.
Wow.
Yeah. I really like her character.
She's great in Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon as well. I really like her in that.
Yeah, I could see S. I could see S easy.
Everyone in chat is saying yes. I feel like Kitty is kind of like an essential X-Man. Like if you look at this team we've got in S, like these are core characters, like and then Beak. But you know.
I was promised flying cars. I don't see any flying cars. Why? Why?
Because we're talking about X-Men, Mr. Cisco. Let's carry on.
Magic.
Ooh, Magic's cool. Magic's very cool.
Ilyana Rasputin. I do like Magic. She's cool.
So they cast was that New Mutants film, which I haven't watched, but I feel like casting
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy is like genius casting. That was wasted on that film. They should have saved Anya for like a better film. Well, I've not watched it. I've heard it's not great. That's why I can assume that on. But yeah, no, she's cool. I mean, going into the demon realm, just by creating portals with a fuck off big sword, being Colossus's sister, and being really snarky and like. Just not miserable, but just like very
maniacal a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, she's very grim.
Yeah, grim,
but, like,
maniacal,
a little bit
kind
on
of
the
thing.
dark and kooky side. Yeah,
she's got
I like her a lot.
A ton of personality. I really like her. I would say S for me.
Magic. So Marco's saying weak S or strong A. Force Ghost says X for best ever. Is she your favorite X-Man? She is really cool.
She is very.
She's really good at Midnight Suns as well. Actually, have you played that?
Oh, I have got it now because it was free on Epic recently. So I want to add that. To
you should play that.
List. Yeah.
No. Let's do a playthrough of that. I feel like you'd really enjoy that.
We'll add it to the list.
You know what, Force Ghost. I've liked your takes so far. I'm not going to fight you. Let's put Magic in X.
Magic in X.
She's strong.
Man, look at this tier list. It's actually like going in order now. We've got a lot next.
Oh, wow, actually, it's descending a little bit. We need to put someone in. We need to have people with no more ideas.
This was a mistake. There's got to be some more mistakes in here.
Oh, I'm sure there is. In fact, let's try and pick one. Let's talk about Toad.
Has there ever
Why don't you people ever die?
Yeah. Yeah, God. You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Same thing as everything else. Has Toad been ever given any kind of favourable storyline in anything?
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Right.
He basically was kind of like an undersung hero. He was like he was the janitor for the school, but he had kind of like a
heart of gold.
He helped out and was like a little bit of a heart of gold. He had a bit of a romance going on with another character. And then it basically all got ruined and he just kind of like took it. He's basically everyone's whipping dog, really.
I feel like we need to stop talking about Toad. I feel like
do you just want to fill up that tier?
A little bit. I just kind of want to put something in that category, and this is otherwise because I feel like he's not D. I feel like he's less than D. Oh, I know who he is though, so I feel like we need to stop talking about him. Oh no, he's a mistake. This was a mistake.
No, I don't think he's a mistake.
Okay.
We'll put him in D. I like Toad, but I feel like he is lacking an essential story that kind of like makes him. I want to see him break free and become more of a character in his own right, because like his whole thing is that he's like perpetually subservient to Magneto, and that's just not a good thing for him.
When you get confused and you wonder whether you should be talking to this X-Men or catching them in a Pokeball, you know you've gone wrong.
Oh no. He is kind of a tragic character, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
I could pick a really controversial one. Let's talk about Multiple Man.
Okay. There's a lot of them.
Jamie Madrox
gets around a lot. I've heard a lot of popular things about Multiple Man. Like he's had this whole history, but I've never kind of seen it. I just know him from Marvel Snap, but him being really all over the board. Yeah, I don't know much about him.
Madrox is cool. He runs basically a mutant private detective agency in X Factor. Yeah. And his whole gimmick is basically if he makes physical contact with himself or like gets hit, he duplicates. And that is an exact duplication of him at that point in time. And when they can go off and live their own lives, and then he can just reabsorb them back into himself, and he gets all their life experiences into himself.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
It's a pretty busted power, honestly.
Kind of solves the clone dilemma as well, by the clone wanting to renegade against the master, but like, wait, you don't need to, just absorb and you will be me. We'll be the same, so that's kind of cool.
There was a whole like limited series about him where it was going over that. It was very silly and very fun. I did enjoy it. They've kind of lost the plot with him recently. Yeah, I think because on Krakoa, do you know what he does?
Oh, I can't remember, but yeah, he's kind of important.
He's the manual labor. He's like the waiters, and he's like the valet and shit. And it's like, oh, that sucks. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, what happens to him in the Age of Apocalypse is fucked up. People seem to be settling on a B, which I think is fair for Jamie. Jamie's all right. Yeah.
That's a B.
Double dumbass on you.
That's D, Kirk.
So funky. Dazzler. I like Dazzler.
There are so many rumors that Taylor Swift is going to be playing Dazzler in fucking Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it as well. And the fact that Taylor Swift even came out and said, "I'm not doing that," and you're like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up. If you weren't doing it, you wouldn't say you weren't doing it. Come on." Dazzler just makes things dazzle. She just.
So do you know what her powers actually are?
Go on.
Any form of sound she can generate, she can basically absorb into herself and turn into energy.
Okay.
So there's this bit in Inhumans vs. X-Men where they're like, we need to take out Black Bolt. How do we do that? And then Dazzler just walks right up to him. He screams. She takes it, blasts him. He has no response.
Wow.
Anyone who can one-shot Black Bolt is above a C. Sorry, Marco. I like Dazzler. Dazzler's cool.
Interesting. Maybe talk me up.
She's also kind of immortal.
Okay. Well, you
like
need to R your arm.
I don't know why. Well, no, she kind of. They don't bring it up, but like she was established to be immortal, and no one's contradicted it.
Huh, yeah.
I feel like it might be partly a joke on the fact that Disco never dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
People are saying C. I would stump for a B. What do you think? Yeah.
I will
go B.
I will not argue.
We'll go with B. I like Dazzler. Dazzler's cool. She was also in Exterminators.
Klaxon, Reese, Blash, Blanar, Nick, Karnik.
That's all I hear when you talk about Beak.
Guess what? Beak's cool. Psylocke.
So, right.
This is not Betsy Braddock.
No. So, was it just the recent retcon that they decided to do, oh yeah, Betsy Braddock was in Psylocke all along, or has that been a historical context?
So, that's a historical thing. So basically, back in the 80s, Psylocke was the original name of Betsy Braddock, and she body swapped with a ninja called Quanon, and they body swapped. Yeah. But the problem was, when Quanon was in Betsy's body, she died.
Right.
So then Betsy was stuck in Quanon's original body of an Asian ninja. So that's where traditional Psylocke comes from. But when Krakoa rolled around, now you have the ability to clone these people, so now they're separate characters again. Yeah. So now Psylocke is Quanon, who is a cool telepathic ninja who you might have seen in Hellions.
Yeah.
And then Betsy Braddock is the new Captain Bryn.
It was, she's a cool character. I like foreboding, mysterious assassin characters are always a win for me. But she has a laser sword for a hand, or not for a hand, but can just generate like
a psionic knife. Yeah,
a psionic knife. Yeah, and that's very cool. Less said about Olivia Munn, the better.
Yeah,
that's a stunt casting if you've ever seen one. I'd like to see Psylocke again in on screen and done to that kind of detail. I probably will say B. But I don't know. I feel like she's better than Strong Guy. But not as good as Rogue. I don't know. Maybe high. That's a high.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
We're judging Quanon here. We're not judging Betsy Braddock, so we have to kind of.
That's true.
That.
Quanon. I like Quanon. I especially liked her in the Hellions run. Like that was very.
Yeah, she's amazing there. I really
just completely nonplussed. Just like, no, we're here to do a fucking job. Like that she stood out to me more than Havoc did. Obviously.
So based on Hellions, where would you put her?
I'll put her an A for Hellions.
A?
Yeah.
I'm happy with A. I think that's a happy medium for everyone.
Ever had the
Let's see.
desire to write your initials in wet cement?
Ah, so good. Talk to me about Nanny from Hellions.
Fucking Nanny. What the fuck is this
Judgment
character?
Day, motherfucker!
Where did this come from? Oh, this is Hellions as well, with her and Orphan Killer?
Orphan Maker.
Orphan Maker, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is that all about? I was just like, okay, we've got this serious, dark assassin team, or like can do like Black Ops jobs, and this character is just like, yeah, you know, I'm this giant egg that somehow I have to be mother to this genocidal maniac. What the fuck? Where did this character come from?
You ended up caring about them, didn't you? She's an 80s creation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
The entire concept is that basically she gets Orphan Maker to kill parents so that she has babies to raise, aka Orphan Maker and Nanny.
That being said, I do love when they get these off-the-wall characters from like some B-tier comic and then just bring them into like the mainstream. Just go, yeah, don't you remember this character? Of course you don't. Like, they're here now. Deal with it. It's kind of like the entire.
Now you care about them. Because by the end of Hellions, you do.
It's the Guardians of the Galaxy effect, isn't it? It's like, here's all these B-team characters and they're weird as fuck. So here you go. You've got to acknowledge them.
Marco is saying a B. Force Ghost is saying S. I feel like S is strong.
No, it's a dumb
Hellions
character.
Is really good.
I don't think they pay it off either. I think she kind of goes a little bit evil and then nothing. This was a mistake.
I'm not going to sign off on this as a mistake.
D then. I'll say D. No. Man.
I don't know where to go. Help me.
The troll part of you wants to put him in X, but
even though I'm not that much of a troll, I know I'm pushing my luck with Beak.
Marco's okay with D. Force Ghost says C. I think we're saying.
We'll put her in C. That's a satisfying. That's fine. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Force Ghost, you know you epitomize my feelings on Nanny.
That is a joke. I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Gambit.
Is Gambit cool? I can never decide the answer to that question. Because on one side, he's got great powers.
I think so.
He can transfer kinetic energy into any object. That's cool. But he's also kind of a sleazeball, or at least but then he has a really good.
When he's written badly, I feel like he is.
Yeah, he has a really good relationship with Rogue. He was okay in Wolverine Origins. Not the best version of that character.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people forget that the film. Everyone just remembers Deadpool.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right. He is a bit annoying. He gets pushed into big teams than he should be in. I feel like he's. I think Rogue props him up.
A little bit. I think Rogue is more interesting than him. You haven't seen X-Men 97. He has an amazing role in episode 5 of X-Men 97.
Okay.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay. I would probably say B, but I won't fight if anyone's got more affection for Gambit.
Marco's saying A. I don't have particularly strong feelings on Gambit. He is iconic. I feel like we'll put him in A. I feel like this is a fairly like if you're in the '90s show, you're kind of guaranteed a space in A. That's I feel almost. Yeah.
I love honor. I demand honor.
I demand honor. Omega Red.
So yeah, he can affect lanes to the left and the right of you. He's a nemesis for Wolverine, and that's about. Oh no, but only if you've got only a certain amount of energy in that lane. And sorry, Marvel Snap. He got some beef with Wolverine. Other than that, I don't really know anything about him.
Yeah, he's like a Soviet super soldier who was like created to fight like
There's
kind of like
super soldiers.
Captain America. Everyone wants their own Captain America, man.
Yeah.
He got a redemption arc in X-Force, which was kind of interesting.
Feel like our enthusiasm is going down. Is he worse than Nanny?
He has the look of an S, but the personality of a D, so C. He has an amazing design, it's true. He was also in Marvel vs. Capcom, which is cool. Yeah, I feel like he kind of is a C. Like, I feel like there's something there, but he hasn't quite crystallized into something interesting yet.
Can we please rename this the Nanny scale?
Marco, you have a strong affection for the 90s and the Edge, don't you? I can feel it. You have a big 90s
I was
edge.
promised flying cars. I don't see any flying cars. Why?
We've got to get him his flying cars. Come on, who's next?
Yeah. All right, you want to talk about some enthusiasm? Let's talk about Dark Beast.
Oh, you put Dark Beast in here. Interesting.
He is in here, yes, because he is a different character, and he is classified as a different X-Man.
So where did Dark Beast come from? Did he come from the...
He comes from the Age of Apocalypse.
Right, okay. So he's just basically... Because Beast at the time was doing, like, some nefarious stuff as well, and wasn't he kind of egging Beast to kind of be a bit worse version of himself? Because this was in Dark Reign, wasn't it? And he ended up doing some stuff for Norman Osborn, didn't he? Maybe?
So the whole, like, playing out of it is, he comes from the 90s, and when Age of Apocalypse blows up, he is one of the few characters who escapes. Mostly because the writers liked him enough to keep him around. And then he got flung back in time 20 years and lost his memory and created the Morlocks by being a butcherous asshole, essentially. And then he basically was an asshole. He impersonated Beast for a while he was doing the Legacy Virus research. And then he got his ass beat. And then later on, Beast has this whole storyline where he's trying to solve the mutant decimation, because like Scarlet Witch famously says no more mutants, and Beast is like, right, I need to try and fix this. How do I get the mutant race to come back? And in the course of that, he runs across Dark Beast, and Dark Beast basically acts as his like Mephistopheles demon temptations character of like, I literally represent everything that is bad about you. I have all of your genius, all your intellect, all your smarts. I'm just as funny as you, but I'm an asshole. And I represent everything you could be if you just let go of all those pesky morals, which also makes the X-Force version of Beast completely redundant because this character already exists. Why would you make normal Beast evil? You have Dark Beast right there. But anyway, Dark Beast is just kind of an asshole, but I appreciate that about him. He's so fun to read whenever he turns up.
So what happened to him?
They keep on trying to kill him, but then writers like him too much and they bring him back. Okay. So first off, he got killed by Bendis, and then he got brought back with a robot body, and then he got decapitated by magic because he managed to trick the X-Men into nearly killing some children because they were idiots. And then he turns up again in Krakoa as a head on Sinister's desk.
Oh wow!
He refuses to die. He refuses to die. He is like a cockroach.
Incredible.
Marco says weak S, strong A. I mean, my personal predilection. I really like Dark Beast. He's cool.
It's a cool. I always like the kind of the dark light sides of characters when you see like them play against each other. Like, you know, anytime you split a person apart and you've got their personalities fighting against each other, is always fun. Always good to watch. So yeah, I'll defer. I will.
You know what? I this is my fucking tier list. I'm putting him in S.
There he is.
It's cool.
Double dumbass on you.
Like, there's a reason why there's no Dark Cyclops or Dark Iceman. You know,
That's
it's
true.
like they're not interesting enough characters to really like. Well, I mean, Cyclops kind of had the whole villain era, but like
He did his own
you need to
dark
have a
villain.
certain
Do it
quality
myself.
of character. Yeah.
Come here, Dark Beak.
Oh, I would love a Dark Beak arc. Talk to me about Madeline Pryor.
I know nothing of Madeline Pryor. She's Jean Grey, right? How did that happen?
So this is fucked up.
Many
so
stories
in
of
the
X-Men
original
characters,
comic-
you start with, this is fucked up.
Because they are! Okay, so here is I'm not exaggerating. I am not telling you a word of a lie. This is how Madeline Pryor's story in the comics goes, right? So, Jean Grey dies in the Phoenix Saga. It's really tragic. Cyclops is broken up about it, right? And he retires from the X-Men because he just can't go on. And he goes to live in Alaska. And he meets this random airline pilot called Madeline Pryor, and she looks exactly like Jean Grey. To the point where he asks her, "Hey, are you my dead wife?" And then she punches him in the face. Then they somehow have a relationship out of that.
Cool.
And they settle down. They get married.
Oh,
They
right,
have a kid.
okay.
That kid is Cable. Nathan Christopher Summers is actually Madeline
hell.
Pryor's baby, not Jean Grey's.
What? That's wild.
Yeah, for real. And then the real Jean Grey comes back to life. And then Angel finds out first because he's in New York and he talks to the Fantastic Four, who find her at the bottom of the bay. And he calls up his old buddy Scott, and you get to see the conversation because like Madeline's in the background and Scott's like on the phone, and he's like, "What? Jean's alive?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll come straight away." And then Madeline, they've already been having problems because like he admits that he's constantly thinking about Jean Grey. Is like, if you walk out that door, don't bother coming back. With like a baby, you know, like a 6 to 12-month-old baby, right? And then he walks out.
Right.
He abandons his wife and child to go and find out what's going on with his high school crush.
Can we move Cyclops down to an A?
And then she disappears, and they think that she might be dead for a while. And then it basically turns out that she's a clone created by Mr. Sinister.
Of course, yep.
In an attempt to basically create the ultimate mutant, because something about the way Cyclops and Jean Grey's DNA interacts creates the most powerful mutants ever. And then she tries to sacrifice baby Cable to demons in the Inferno arc that nearly kills the entirety of New York. And then she dies, and then she has like a whole like thing of coming back and redeeming herself and then turning evil again. People are saying A. She kind of got reinterpreted because she was always just like, oh, generic, you know, like evil characters. Like, no, if you look back, she got done dirty. Like Cyclops fucked her over in a big way. So like,
Does she
there's a
have
lot of
any
sympathetic
powers? Does she
character
have
in there.
Jean Grey's powers?
Yes.
Right.
She has the
okay.
exact same powers. She has also got magic. She's the Goblin Queen.
Oh, right. Okay. That's a wild. Not to be associated with the Green Goblin, not his queen. She's
No,
my
of
queen.
course not.
Yeah.
No. My queen.
Yeah.
So people saying A. I feel like, yeah, I actually quite like Madeline. I think she's interesting,
Okay.
and she also has an appearance in something like. Well, you're around that part of X-Men.
I
97,
literally got
aren't
to
you?
the point where another Jean Grey has turned up, so I'm going to presume that's Madeline Pryor.
Yeah, you're going to get to see how they clean up that storyline to make Cyclops less of a cunt.
What's with the bondage gear though? Not complaining.
That's just the way she dresses, man.
Okay, fine.
I mean, because she's evil, dog goblin queen.
Okay,
Ooh,
right,
like,
fine. It's just right. Okay, it's style. Fine.
Yeah, it's horny comic shit. Don't worry about
Fine.
it. Okay, talk to me about Mystique.
Interesting. Mystique, it's funny because like the comics one is so far different from any of the films. Like first film is just like,
I mean, like the original ones, like with number one Rebecca Romaine is awesome. You know.
I felt like they maybe could have done more, but it was in the late 90s. What are you going to do with your characters when you got they could only balance that film so much as they could, and then when what's her name took over? Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not great. Well, First Class was good, but then after that, when they tried to sort of make her good and part of the team player, because obviously you can't have Jennifer Lawrence being a bad guy. What? That's not going to work. But the comics, I feel like I don't think I've read enough, or at least seen enough. Obviously, relationship with Destiny. Got this Brotherhood of Mutants backstory. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Mystique. She's overpowered, and I feel like she'd be better off in like series like Daredevil, or maybe like anything that's more like street level crimes and Defenders or something like
I'm going to say something that might change your opinion.
Go on.
You want to know who she is canonically in the Marvel Universe?
What's in 616?
Yeah.
Go on.
She is a famous character in... No?
Well, she's Mystique.
Because do you know what Destiny's real name is?
No.
Destiny's real name is Irene Adler, which means that Mystique is actually Sherlock Holmes.
Fuck off.
Get
out of it!
Dude!
That's bullshit. Why?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
She just is.
Mystique as Sherlock Holmes was not the sentence I was hoping to hear this morning. I was expecting to hear.
It's true.
Why?
It's the truth.
What, she was... What, she had the hat on, she was solving
funny.
murders in, like, 1920s Great Britain at 221B Baker Street.
Yeah. Like, there's a whole comic panel with her in the Deerstalker, and, like, fucking Destiny asked her, do you want a clue? Because she can see the future. She's like, no, I never want clues. She also ran
I am literally
a
speechless. I kind of know how to follow that up.
She also ran a government team of Brotherhood of Mutants that was called Freedom Force, which was hilarious. Because every time they turn up to like fight the X-Men or X-Factor, they're like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're the Brotherhood of Mutants!" And they flash their like U.S. Marshal badges and they say, "We're the government!" And then they're like, "Well, fuck you, we don't care." And then they fight him anyway.
You can tell me that John Lennon was the Juggernaut or something next.
No, not quite. She's also the mother of Nightcrawler and Rogue.
See, she's Rogue's mother as well. I knew she was Nightcrawler's mother.
Adoptive mother, yes.
Oh, okay, adopted. Right, I was going to say, right. I didn't. Yeah. The Nightcrawler stuff. I don't know if do they ever have scenes together where they kind of go like, "Oh, hi, mum."
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they ever get? Okay.
Yeah. It's the whole thing. Yeah.
That's mad.
You need to read X-Men Blue Origins, which kind of goes into some of this stuff.
Fucking Sherlock Holmes is Mystique. Like that's.
Where does Sherlock Holmes fit on our tier list title?
I mean, Sherlock Holmes is like X tier in anything, but
yeah,
I am so conflicted right now. This is wild. My mind has been literally blown. I have no idea. You said it might influence me. It's completely thrown me.
Forced to say A. I'm happy to sign off on an A. Mystique's pretty iconic.
Fine. A for Sherlock Holmes.
That's you right now.
Yep. Thank you, Dana.
Talk to me about X-Man or Nate Gray.
Yeah, who the fuck is he? I've heard Nate Gray, or I've heard Nate Gray and I've heard X-Man, but I have no context.
So he's an Omega level telepath telekinetic. He is the Age of Apocalypse version of Cable.
Okay,
he's a test tube baby. He's kind of a weirdo. He had a relationship with Madeline Pryor at some point, who, if you're following this tangled web, is
wait, what?
A clone of his mother. Yeah.
Fucking X-Men. Right, there should be a statute of limitations that says any series has to end after about 20 years, otherwise it's just going to bumfuck itself into oblivion. Like, what? Of course, not Star Trek. There you are.
Oh yeah, no, Star Trek is an exemption. Yeah. As Forsco says, if he stayed in AOA, he'd be B. Since he didn't, he's a D.
Oh, so what is he got? Anything notable? Is there anything that sets him apart?
He's like he's a ridiculous like Omega level telepath and like reality warper. Because you know how Cable has that metallic arm, which is the techno-organic virus. He doesn't have that, so he doesn't have his powers limited. He's kind of just a weirdo. He kind of turns up and then he's too powerful to stick around in the story for too long, and then they find a reason to write him out.
Fantastic. It's the usual.
Um,
We've got our big gun here, but our big gun couldn't make it for traffic, so. Yes,
I'm getting B, C, and D. I feel like C might be
C sounds
appropriate.
about right, yeah.
Yeah. You know, do you want to put him in? Stop talking to me about this character.
Maybe, yeah. That kind of sounds good. I kind of want to put Mystique in there a little bit as well, but no, go for. No, we'll put X-Man in there. That's fine.
Let's go with. He's not quite blue, but I'll take it. Who? Talk to me about X-23.
X-23 is cool. I think a lot of people balked at the idea of just like, oh, it's Wolverine, but she's a girl. But I feel like since Logan, that kind of topic has changed because Logan was awesome.
Logan was so
Laura Kinney, was it?
Was that's
X-23.
her real name, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, who's the actress's name in that? Look,
Daphne Keane.
Daphne
She's
Keane,
great.
that's
yeah.
right. Yes, sorry. She's cool. I like. There was again. I keep talking about Krakoa because that's the thing I've had recently. But there was a whole mission she went on with Krakoa, and she ended up getting trapped for like in a time loop or for like thousands of years in
the vault.
In the vault, yeah. And there's a lot of nuance in a character that makes it different than Wolverine. Obviously, the whole passing of the torch thing, and then when Wolverine died, was a cool. Well, died one of the many. So when he got trapped in a whole case of adamantium, was cool. I like that they didn't kind of go like, oh, Wolverine's X-Man, Logan is Wolverine, now you're back alive. And went, no, you're Wolverine too. We're both Wolverine. Who gives a shit? It's like Hawkeye as well. There's two versions.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man solution, yeah.
Exactly.
Spider-Man, yeah.
I really like it. She's got a little... There's a lot of little baby X-23s out there as well. There's one called Badger, isn't there?
There's one called Honey Badger. She is also here, yes.
Yeah, Honey Badger, who's also cool. And there's another one as well, I think. I can't remember what the name was. But I'd put Laura in an A.
You can A.
I think A.
Also, to say S. X-23 is awesome, although I hate calling her X-23 because it's what her most recognizable name is, but like it's dehumanizing to her. She's also. Do you know where she's originally from?
Go on.
She's not originally from the comics. She's from X-Men Evolution, the cartoon.
Oh, she's a cartoon. She Harley Quinned it. She came from the cartoons first.
Yeah,
oh, that's
straight
cool.
up, yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. To Kobe to
so you're thinking A?
Jordan. Yeah, I can see A. A works for me.
A for Laura Kinney. I'm happy with that.
How many we got left here? Because I'll say we've got about 15
We could
minutes.
do some rapid fire if you want.
Let's do some rapid fire. Let me trigger this.
You can't. Don't even try.
All right.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Blindfold.
Who the fuck's Blindfold?
No idea who this is.
Yeah, no idea.
Talk to me about Slipstream.
Who the fuck's Slipstream?
No, cool.
Don't just base on my opinion. Like, if you, I don't know that many X-Men. Come on.
Madison Jeffries.
Who the fuck is Madison Jeffries? Is it the janitor for the X-Mansion? What?
No, he's like a technopath. He can make robots and shit.
Technopath. That's a great word.
Yeah. Yeah, technopath's cool.
D? I don't know.
D? Alright, fair enough.
Don't base it on my
Let's do
decision.
rapid
It's rapid fire. You put the rapid fire. If I say I don't know who they are, then you just put it wherever.
I have no strong feelings about a lot of these characters.
Okay, that's fine.
Talk to me about Bishop.
Oh, Bishop's cool. I like Bishop. I could see him in A or S. I think
A. I don't think he's ever gotten quite the exposure he needs to be S. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he works for that.
Phantom X.
Ooh. For some reason, I think I really like Phantom X. He's another like Weapon X clone thing, isn't he?
He's Weapon 12, yes, because they retconned it that it's not Weapon X, it's Weapon 10. So
yeah. I feel like I want him to be cooler, but that might just be a me thing, like going like, oh, he's in a cool cloak, very much me as a child. But go, look at this character, he's in a cloak, and he's also got 2 guns. He's really cool. But I feel like that's probably a B in everyone else's tiering.
Fair, I'll fight. I won't fight that. Frenzy.
Who? Frenzy. Are we talking about hey, we're all Frenzy or like Frenzy?
No, as in like Frenzy.
Okay, right. Okay, no idea.
She was a member of the Mutant Liberation Front. Talking about Blink.
Oh no, Blink's very cool. Blink has great powers. Was Days of Future Past. We got a lot of good Blink, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good portals. Don't know about actual storylines and stuff. Probably B.
We'll go with B. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Blink's cool. She's also really cool in Exiles. Exodus.
I've heard the name. I don't know what they do.
Krakoa. He's like
Oh.
a telekinetic who becomes more powerful the more you believe in him.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
He hangs out with Hope Summers a lot in the Quiet Council.
That's very, very Pratchettian. Very Terry Pratchett. C? Maybe?
C? We'll go with C. I'm alright with that. Tempest.
Who?
She's one of the 5.
Oh. Was she one of the 5?
The resurrection people.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
she goes, it's Egg, Elixir, Elixir, Egg, Proteus,
Proteus,
Hope,
right, yeah.
and Tempest, yeah.
Oh,
Because
right.
she fast ages the body, yeah.
Right, okay. Probably a C. I don't know much about her. I don't
go with C for that.
Again, don't base my vote. I just don't know them. If you think, no, you're wrong, they're an A, they're fucking awesome, do it.
Hope Summers.
B. Could be used
Yeah.
better. Yeah, it could be used better. Why do we
Shame
need
she's
another
dead
Jean
now.
Grey? Why do we need another one?
Yeah. How many redheads can you fit?
I mean, I'm not.
Elixir, another member of the 5.
C.
Guess what? If I'm doing a rapid fire, it means I have no strong feelings.
Okay,
about
that's fine. All right.
them. Wolf Cub.
Oh, is that
His name is Nicholas Gleason.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Wolfsbane. That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you think Wolfsbane.
In which case, I have no idea who this is. Are they a werewolf?
Right. Yeah, he's just a furry essentially.
Okay.
Marrow.
Who?
Her power is that she has like bones growing out of her, and she can like launch them. She's a '90s character.
Okay. I don't know. I can't decide.
No, I'll let chat decide on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Legion.
Ooh, Legion, very cool. Don't like his appearance. He's crazy, but he's got broken powers, so probably an A.
I feel like A. He's kind of got an amazing gimmick. He's really cool in the comics and in the show, which is rare. Orphan Maker.
Oh, fuck off. With Nanny, has to go with Nanny.
Stop talking to me about this character. Yeah, you're not fair. We'll put him right next to her. Pyro.
Pyro's cool. Had a little bit of a good heel turn. I don't like his face tattoo. I think that's awful. I cringed when I
think it's hilarious.
It is hilarious, and it's probably on brand. Probably B. B fits, I think.
Yeah, we'll go for B for Pyro. Maggot.
What? Who?
His powers are that he has 2 gigantic maggots that can eat anything that are his digestive system.
Oh God! Stop talking to me about this character. No, no. Get out of it.
Lifeguard.
Does he come from Baywatch?
This was a mistake.
This was a mistake.
No, she is Australian.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching The Boys right now.
Skids.
Who? Sorry.
Skid. She's basically has a force field that she can't turn off.
That sounds really bad. D.
Yeah. D. Yeah, I'm gonna bump her up to a B. I like Skid. She has a really cute storyline with Fire Fist, aka Rusty Collins.
Rusty Collins, the Fire Fist. Let me guess.
He was in Deadpool too, believe it or not.
Was he really? Does he have fists that go on fire, or are you going to tell me he was actually like Isambard Kingdom Brunel or something like that?
No. So his whole thing was that he was like a sailor, like a really young sailor, like 18 years old. And then like his like CO took him out to get a prostitute essentially, and like, yeah, get some experience. And then he freaked out because it was his first time, and he set her on fire.
Okay, cool.
And it was rough. And he kind of had to live with that, and he tried to make a whole like thing with the more known as Mars to try and fix her face, and was like willing to. He's a cool guy. He got killed unnecessarily, and I like Rusty. A lot.
Force Ghost saying he's a Jean Grey clone, so. Who isn't?
iBoy.
Excuse me? iBoy! We going out now? Yeah, no. No? Why iBoy? Does he have what is his thing?
Does he have,
I think I do know. I think I've seen
He has
him.
a million eyes growing all over his body, and they can see through like different like dimensions and radiation filters, and like you can see in ultraviolet and stuff like that. He was an X Factor.
He was in a Krakoa one recently. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'd probably put D. He's maybe C. Actually, no, put him up to C. He was a bit better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put him up to C.
I think the whole
C's filling out. Sebastian Shaw.
Oh boy. It's probably an A, isn't it?
Sebastian Shaw's cool. I like
yeah.
him. He's a really fun villain. He's a massive cunt, but I like him.
He gets like beaten up so much in the Krakoa stuff. Like basically, Emma Frost has him round a little finger at one point, and it's so good.
Yeah. Blob.
Blob's fun. You could do a lot of good stuff with Blob. Yeah,
He's the bartender in a Krakoa as well.
Is it? Yeah, I feel like Blob is probably B. Blobby.
Krakoa with B.
Mr. Blobby.
B for Blob. Kid Omega or Quentin Quire.
Oh, Quentin Quire. Everyone hates him. I kind of like his snark. He adds a little bit of variety into the into the dialogue and stuff like that. Yeah, he's an arrogant prick, but he knows it. Like he's like, yeah, I know I'm great. Like I know I'm amazing. Like this is what I can do. I'm going to save the day. Like I kind of like that arrogance. I would probably say A, but I know others would disagree.
Oh, I'm BOing that. I'm going to put him in C.
I like Quentin Quire.
I don't like Quentin Quire that much. Sage.
I don't know who that is.
X-Force.
Okay.
I like Sage. I feel like she's a B.
I like how
she
you just say the team name. I'm like, oh right. X-Force.
Well, I'm going off of what you might have read in Krakoa.
I read it all in like a blitz.
Like an afternoon.
Yeah.
Honey Badger.
Oh, Honey Badger. Yeah, I maybe one tier lower than X-23. Where do we put? Oh, I'm sorry, Wolverine, Laura.
We put Laura in. Where do we put her? We put her in A, so maybe in B. I'm alright with that for Gabby.
Yeah, I like the idea of the protege having a protege and then being. Yeah, that's always like seeing someone's journey be influenced by another person's, incumbent journey. So that's pretty cool. I haven't done a trigger for a while. Let's do one.
I am tired.
Based.
Armor.
Armor's cool. I like the
I like Armor.
She's getting a lot of exposure. She's like big in the Ultimate.
The main character
X-Men.
in Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah. She's quite good. I could probably see A for A or A.
I like Armor. She was also really cool in Astonishing X-Men. I really liked her. Husk.
Does he shed his skin a lot?
So she rips her skin off and it's made out of a different material every time.
That's weird.
It is extremely weird.
D? No, I don't know. D.
Yeah,
the
she's kind of D.
Is it D? Okay.
She. I feel like there's more there, but like to be fair, she was also in a romantic relationship with Toad, so I feel like it's kind of appropriate.
Okay, yeah, definitely C. D even.
Proteus.
So is he like the brother of Xavier?
No, he's Moira McTaggart's kid.
Okay.
And
he just has the ability to just warp reality, doesn't he, or something like that?
Yes, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could see B. I mean, unless you can tell me different. Didn't he have like a major plot line at some point?
Way back before the Dark Phoenix saga, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably sounds like B then.
Let's go with B then. The original Thunderbird, John Proudstar.
First of all, the original Thunderbird, there were 5 of them, and they launched from Tracy Island.
He was one of the first X-Men to die.
Oh, okay. Well, what an achievement. Well done. I have no idea.
He got brought back in Krakoa, and he did have a really cool storyline there. So
I can't remember that.
It was like a one-off.
Okay, sounds like a C.
Yeah, I'll concede to a C. It's in between where everyone else is putting him. Lady Deathstrike.
I feel like I want to like her, but I don't know why I don't.
I don't think she'll get us a lot going on with her, yeah. No. What are you thinking?
It's cool. I mean, the fight between her and Wolverine in X2 is really cool. That is very cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool fight, yeah.
Where she cracks the knuckles, and you can hear the metal, like, creak. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's really cool effect.
And she has a cool death as well.
What are you thinking?
Pumped full of adamantium. I think because of that, probably a C, B.
Promise. I don't feel like she's big enough to be on a B.
No, not big enough for B. Okay, that's fine.
Spear. Spiral.
Who?
She hangs out with Mojo. She has 6 arms. She can use magic, transport between dimensions.
You lost me at hangs out with Mojo. That's all I heard, and that was just white noise.
Ah, dear. So, stop talking to me about this character?
Yeah.
That's gonna piss off Marie so good. Guess what, Marie? That's why you should have been here.
Yeah, should have been here.
Dakin, otherwise known as Logan's son.
So he had a great arc in Dark Reign. I kind
he
of
was
feel
the Dark Wolverine, yeah.
yeah, but then like later on he's now just kind of just like a bro. Like when he's in a team.
Yeah, he kind of gets redeemed. Yeah,
He does.
He gets made a member of X Factor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he kind of like loses his dark edge a bit, which is a bit like I liked it when he was just incredibly angry and pissed off at his dad and just wanted to kill him at all times. Like, so I feel like
you could really you could relate to that as an edgy teen.
Yeah, I had my edgy teen moments. You may believe it or not.
I feel like I really like Deacon.
I think I like A. I think I like Deacon. Yeah. Did we? Yeah. I see her along as like it's a contemporary of Laura. So yeah, I feel that probably works.
Richter.
I know the name. I don't know the power set.
He was an Excalibur learning magic from Apocalypse.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Kind of lame. See, I don't really like his character.
I'm gonna bump him up to B. I really liked him in X Factor.
Okay.
Because he's an 80s character actually originally. Hellion.
The original Hellion.
The original Hellion.
I don't know who that is. No, who is Hellion?
He was a protege of Emma Frost, high-level telekinetic, was in a relationship with Laura at one point, Laura Kinney.
But he wasn't
kind of a dickbag.
He wasn't in the Hellions.
No.
No, that makes no sense.
He was a young X-Man, so...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are we thinking? No idea who this is?
No idea, yeah, not a clue.
Zorn.
Sounds like an 80s movie that didn't quite take off.
So he's a Chinese mutant who has a star for a brain.
That's kind of cool.
He's really cool.
Okay, I can see C. Oh well,
I'm gonna go down to a C. Yeah, because there's some stuff. You'll when you read New X-Men, you'll see.
Okay.
Warpath. James Proudstar.
If he's in a lane all by himself, he gains more point. No, stop talking about Marvel Snap. I can't believe I still remember the abilities. I don't know. I can't think I've ever read anything that he's good in.
He's in X-Force. I quite like him.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna put the old Jimmy in B. I like Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy's cool. Long Shot.
Is he an archer?
No.
Oh.
Feels like he should be.
No idea.
No idea who this is. Angel Salvador, who is the version of Angel you remember from the First Class movie.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. With that name, he sounds like he should be a tag team title with Carlos Santabar. I had no idea.
No idea who this is. Fair enough.
Nope.
Quicksilver.
Wait. Oh, the fast guy. Yeah. No, I was just thinking like, yeah. No. So Quicksilver's lame. He always has been.
You don't like Quicksilver?
No. He's yeah. They never gave him. They kept changing his storyline. They kept trying to do different things with him, and none of them ever worked. And that and Age of Ultron version of him is in the film is just a waste of space. Honestly, D for me for Quicksilver. I never find anything he's ever been in to be remotely interesting whatsoever.
I'm going to bump him up to B because he has some other storylines in Avengers and X Factor that are actually quite good. And I have a friend who would tell me if they found out I
Can I just remind you of Ultimate Quicksilver and Ultimate Wanda having
no,
an incestuous
you may
relationship?
not. You may not remember that.
Okay.
So don't talk to me about that. Kid Apocalypse.
Oh, he's cool. I like Kid Apocalypse. That's a nice the transformation as well. During whichever arc that was when he goes full apocalypse was real good. I enjoyed that. Oh, was that Axis? That was Axis, wasn't it?
I think that was
actually the one good
yeah.
point about Axis was seeing Kid Apocalypse actually kind of turn around. I don't know, you're hovering at A there. I don't know if I'd maybe put him up there, maybe B.
Well, we had other Apocalypse and I feel like maybe B.
Yeah.
Cloak and Dagger.
They're mutants? I didn't know they're mutants.
Yeah, they're mutants.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
no,
they're mutants since the 2000s. Yeah.
Very cool. I like Cloak and Dagger.
Really?
I actually do. I feel like they've. Oh, what was it? Which was the?
They had a show, didn't they?
They did. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It had a crossover with the Runaways as well, which was all right.
Weird.
Which was the story where an entire city is plunged into darkness and is part of like a galactic-wide thing? Might be Fear itself, and Dagger has to be the only source of light, and she's basically on top of a a skyscraper just
That
shining
sounds like
out.
Fear Itself, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be Fear Itself. It was very cool. Cloak is very cool for teams, like obviously having this teleporter or someone that can just walk people away. I like both the characters. I would say A, but I know. Yeah, I think they've got potential.
I have two strong feelings. I'll concede. Like I think Marco actually quite likes them as well, so I'll go with that. Banshee.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I've only seen the Banshee in the films. Meh. C.
I'll put him in B. I like him. He has a really cool relationship with Emma Frost from Generation X that I really appreciate. Look to me about Rasputin the Fourth.
Not a clue.
From Krakoa. From Krakoa? No? Okay.
No? What did he do?
She's from the alternate timeline in Powers of X.
Wait, is that one of the future time? Oh no, I do know. It's like kind of the future
chimeras,
time.
yeah.
No. She was quite cool actually. She was kind of like she had Colossus skin, but didn't she have something cable eye or something? She had a little bit of every.
I don't remember that, but she has like the Soul Sword. She has like
she's kind of like the Super Skrull of X-Men, isn't she? No, I'll pop her up to a B. I think. I can't like her.
A B? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll concede to a B. Yeah. Let's go for Stacy X.
Who? Has her mum got it going on?
Oh. No, but she is a prostitute.
Stop talking to me about this character.
Sorry. Kind of anticipate that bit of response. Omega Sentinel.
No idea. Do I know this one?
She was in Krakoa. She's one of the Orcus people.
Oh, no, I can't remember. I think my
No
brain
idea who
fogged
this
over
is,
during
fair
brain fogged over during the Orcus stuff.
Brew.
Oh, is this a weird little sort of like alien kid
He's
hybrid thing?
a friendly brood.
It's a brood. That's right. Yeah.
He's cute. I like Brew.
Maybe C.
I'm gonna bump him up to B. B for my boy Brew. He's one of my favorites.
He
He has like a really cool like father and son dynamic with Beast, so I'm gonna fight for him. Cassandra Nova.
I know nothing of Cassandra Nova, which is why I'm quite excited to find out more about him in the Deadpool and Wolverine film. So I know is
she's one of the most evil characters in all of X-Men.
Yeah, and the wild thing is, I remember reading is like, didn't she and Xavier were in the same, were born together? They're twins, but
backstory.
Yeah, but he tried to kill her in the womb. Like, what the fuck?
So there's a Shi'ar concept called the Mumudrai, which is basically that everyone in the womb fights the evil version of themselves. And the implication is that Charles knew that she was evil because he was a telepath and strangled her with the umbilical cord. So yeah. I'm gonna put her in A. She's an incredible villain. She's incredible. Boom Boom.
Oh, Boom Boom's cool. I like Boom Boom.
Yeah.
Dumb name, awesome. Real dumb name, but great personality. A.
I mean, she's kind of dumb, so yeah. Let's go with A.
She's great fun.
I like her.
Great fun to friend one. So the fact she's called Boom Boom and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna blow shit up. I love
it. Let's go for Siren. She is the daughter of Banshee.
Don't know enough about her to be fair. I cannot.
She has a really cool storyline where Banshee dies in the early 2000s and she doesn't react to it, and everyone's like, "Why aren't you like processing your grief?" And then she's like, "Well, what's the point? He'll come back." Everyone comes back.
Yeah.
And then she had a whole storyline with processing that grief and coming to terms with it, and then he came back to life like 6 months later.
Of course.
So I feel like she has to be a B at least for that.
Okay.
She could be there with her dad. Danger. Watch yourself.
High voltage. When we touch. When we get. No, I have no idea. Who's Danger? Oh wait.
She is the living embodiment of the Danger Room.
Wow, that's some real Edie stuff there.
Yeah, she is very Edie. Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't think I know anything about him.
I feel like she's kind of got underdeveloped, got thrown on the bus in C. I'm going to put her in B. All right, Force Ghost, you have to tell me why Celine is an A, because I have no strong feelings on Celine. You can work on that. Cecilia Reyes.
Who?
So she's a medical doctor, and her gimmick is that she doesn't want to be an X-Man, but she keeps on getting pulled into X-Men bullshit.
Incredible.
She also was in a relationship with Beast.
Oh, okay. Here we go. But are you? Does that make you happy or sad? Like it wasn't you.
I honestly, it was like a cute little relationship. It didn't last very long. But the funny thing is that like there is one writer who keeps like writing Cecilia, and every time she does, she puts like a little picture of it. She's a big shipper of that particular relationship, and it's kind of cute. I like Cecilia. She's cool. She doesn't get enough play. I feel like it might be a C, but she just needs more time. Cool vampire villain who knows magic. I don't know, man. That's a slippery slope. Darwin. Talk to me about Darwin.
So Darwin's cool in First Class. Also, really like the actor that plays Darwin. He's been in some very good stuff.
Yeah. He dies the stupidest death in all the movies.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know, can't all be winners. I don't really know much about the comics, so I would probably.
He was in that arc with X-23 and
wasn't
with the
he?
Vault.
Oh, he was. Yes, he was in the Vault with her, wasn't he? Was he? Oh no, or did he get kicked out early or something like that? He wasn't there the whole length.
No, I think he was still there because he evolved too.
That's right. Yeah, I think his power concept is very cool. I would tempted to say almost A, but probably B would be high B.
I think B, yeah. He hasn't really got the defined story. Okay, Force I have to appreciate your honesty. Celine looks like an A, but is a C. I feel like that's more honest. Thank you for being honest. Lady Mastermind.
Who? Who's Mastermind? Why is there a Lady Mastermind?
So Mastermind is an original Brotherhood of Mutants member from the 60s,
Wow.
and he's also the one responsible for driving Dark Phoenix insane and making her evil.
Sounds about right.
And this is his daughter.
Okay.
Her name is Reagan. She's kind of evil.
No idea.
Don't know who this character is. That's fair. Sauron.
The Dark Lord.
So I don't know if you can tell, but I make sure to pick the panel that you might have seen. With your revolutionary powers and your scientific expertise, you could cure cancer.
Oh,
but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Yes, no, I have seen that. That panel alone is X tier. I don't know. Is he just a dinosaur?
So his like gimmick is that basically he absorbs mutants and then he becomes the dinosaur man.
Oh, okay. See? D, C.
I feel like he's being saved from D by the power of the meme.
All right, we got to quick fire these quicker.
Sunspot.
We got to go. Sunspot. Oh, Sunspot's really cool. I like Sunspot. Is that Robert Ray? No, Reyes? No.
Roberto da Costa.
That's the one. Yes. No, he's really cool. I like him. Arrogant rich kid that doesn't give a fuck. And then I love him in the Hickman's Avengers run where he just buys AIM. He just buys a whole organization and makes them good. I was like, that's brilliant. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we think an A?
Yeah, A for him. He's really cool. I like his character. I always smile when I see him and stuff.
And then his bro, Cannonball.
We got to put them together. Cannonball's also A.
I'll be happy.
He marries a Shi'ar as well, doesn't he? He marries
I believe he does. Yeah.
I forget what her name is. And they have a kid as well. But anyway, yeah. Go on. Next.
Gentle.
Wait, is he the other half of the other Kurakoan island? Is he the rep from?
No, I don't think so. I think he was Wakandan.
Oh, in which case, no idea. Was he gentle?
Shatterstar.
I feel like I've heard the name, but I have no context.
Caliban.
You're just making up words now.
I like Caliban. I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put him in C for his role in X Factor. Magma.
No idea.
Magma. No idea. Oya.
You Oya. What, Oya? Didn't they make? Wasn't that a video console they tried to start on Kickstarter?
That's Ouya.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No idea.
No idea who this character is. I like her, but she hasn't got a lot of play. North Star.
Oh, he was in some stuff recently. He's kind of lame.
He was in X Factor as well. But he's kind of lame.
He's just a guy with. Is he just strong?
The dude.
He's just a dude who leads a team.
He's also a super speedster. He's like a skiing champion.
I didn't feel anything great about him. I want to say low C, high D. Better than Mojo, C.
I'll concede to Force Ghost, and then there's his sister Aurora. who's
So-
in a relationship with Dakin. I feel like it's only right to put them together.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain.
Oh, I really like Captain Britain. Yes. I mean, not just because we're British, but
Yeah?
actually, I want to read more of the Avalon stuff, and I kind of want to see them kind of do it in film and do it right. Her costume is so good. Her armor is really good looking.
It's really cool. Yeah.
It's really cool, and the whole Psylocke stuff in the background is really good as well. I like Captain Britain. I would go A, but
A for Betsy. I'm happy with that. I like Betsy. Warbird.
oh, isn't she the Shi'ar leader or something?
She's one of the Shi'ar. She was basically an escort for Kid Gladiator.
Kid Gladiator.
Gladiator had a kid, and he went to the X-Men school. Yeah.
Russell Crowe, eat your heart.
Yeah. No idea.
No, I do know. She's a bit of a frontish, isn't she? They tried to bring her back to the Shi'ar.
She's a bit stoic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say C.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah, I'm right with that. Yeah. Wild Child. He was also from Aliens.
So Wild Child. No idea. Oh no,
idea.
I do know. No, that's the
Yeah.
kind of feral guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't
Kind of looks
speak
like
properly.
Sabretooth, yeah.
Oh, D. D or C. I don't know. Meh.
We'll go with D, I think.
Okay.
That's fair. Bastion.
Character I should have played more. in
Fusion of a
Overwatch.
Sentinel and a human.
Yeah, no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Sunfire.
Is that Sunspot's evil nemesis? Oh no,
No, he's one of the Japanese mutants. He was in one of the 1970s, like X-Men.
In which case,
He has a habit of joining teams and then leaving them.
Fantastic. No idea.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, but yeah.
No idea?
Yeah. I have no idea. Characters getting quite big. Callisto's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's okay. I could go with a B for Callisto.
Let's go with B for Callisto.
Yep.
All right. Ariel. No idea who that.
No.
You have no idea who this woman is.
Even you don't know. You made this list.
I have to admit, I don't.
It's a brave new world.
Egg.
Egg. To
Or
be honest,
gold balls. You might know him better as.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who they are, but I know they were part of the Krakoan 5, but I don't know who they are.
No idea who this character
Nope.
is. Fair enough. Monet.
Oh, I think Monet's cool. She's the one that turns into the spike creature, isn't it?
Yeah. Penance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I like Monet. I think it's a high B.
I'd be alright with a B. Yeah.
High
Right
B.
there. Leech.
Really annoying in Marvel Snap. Although I
He
don't know
really
if
is,
they nerfed him.
yeah.
Where's Buta? We need the Marvel Snap
I think
update
it
on
is,
Leech's
yeah.
nerfs. I
think we lost Buta, unfortunately.
I don't really know Leech, to be fair. I don't think I've seen.
I like him a lot. I put him in
Yeah.
B. He's
Okay.
really cute in X Factor. And then I'm gonna put his buddy Artie Mannix with him because like they basically have like a cute like non-verbal kid thing going on. They're very cute. I like those
Okay.
two. A Noel.
A Noel to you too. Isn't the first Noel?
No idea.
No idea.
Prodigy.
No idea. Although I've heard the name, but I can't remember where from.
Mimic.
That just looks like Archangel.
His powers are that he can mimic the original 5 X-Men's powers permanently.
Okay.
So he has Cyclops' eye beams, beast strength, etc.
We resurrected Buta. He heard Marvel Snap and came running.
Perfect. Mimic. Any thoughts?
No clue.
I'll put him in D. I like his role in Dark X-Men, like the original one. Marrow. Did we ever come to a conclusion on Marrow? Guys, you have like 5 minutes to tell me about Marrow.
Yeah.
Dust. Do you know Dust?
No. Dust? Anyone? Dust? No.
It's one of the first Arabic X-Men, Soraya. She's cool, actually.
Oh, may have heard of that. I don't know. Yeah.
She turns into sand. She's cool.
That makes sense. Oh, we got a B from Force Ghost for Dust.
Yeah, Dust is cool. I agree with. Yeah, I like Flora. Vulcan or Gabriel Summers.
Oh, yeah, another Summers. Too many Summers.
Yeah, way too many.
I haven't seen him actually do anything. I've seen him in his little moon house trying to get along with the family, and obviously he's some sort of
And being
antagonist.
completely failing at it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a C.
Yeah, we'll go with C. That's fine. Empath, who you might know from Hellions.
Do I remember Empath?
He kept on
doesn't-
telling
yeah.
bewitching Grey Crow. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to dick around the team, wasn't he? C.
Yeah. C. I'll go
Yeah.
with C with Empath. Firestar.
Do I know Firestar?
She recently joined in the Krakoa arc, who was part of the X-Men team.
Is she just like Human Torch?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Firepowers.
C.
C?
C.
D? B? What are you thinking?
C. Oh, I'd say C.
C? Alright, fair enough.
Oh, we've got a...
Give Mara a B? Yeah, I think Sarah's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Sarah. Yeah, she's awesome. Alright. Danny Moonstar.
Is she the Native American?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
She had the whole Demon Bear storyline. She's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I kind of like her. I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
anyone with a bow and arrow, so yeah, especially magical bow and arrow. So yeah, I'll pop her.
Thinking
pop her.
A, maybe?
Oh, you're gonna go A, are you? Okay, I'll yeah, go with
I
that.
really like her in all the every run she's been in. I really like her.
Yeah.
I like Danny. Warlock, not Adam Warlock, but
No, that's the weird like robot creature, isn't it? Or
yeah, he's a member of the Technox.
the Technox. We are the Technox. I don't know if I like him or not. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a weird addition.
There's this really cute panel where like he's entertaining a load of kids by turning his arms into X-wings and stuff like that, and little figures of Darth Vader. He's kind of a goofball.
Maybe C. Vortico's saying B. Walt's saying A.
I'm gonna put him in B as because like he has like a weird speech pattern where he calls people like self-friend, like and self-soul and stuff like that. But I like him. He's cool. I'm about to run out of battery. Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane. Oh, that's the I'm not as keen on.
Rain.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on Wolfsbane. They're okay. It just seems like an angry, less capable version of Wolverine. Yeah, C works for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Karma.
Karma Chameleon.
She's a member of the New Mutants.
She is. I don't remember what she does.
I feel like she like exploits your fears, so like she can make you like see your worst fears.
I can do that by myself. Jesus, don't need no one to do that for me. That's why I take medicine. I don't know.
I'll concede to B. I think she's cool. I don't know enough about her, but I think she's cool. Rachel Summers.
Oh, Rachel Summers has the potential to be really interesting, I feel, but I feel like I don't think I've seen anything of it. Also, I'm not familiar with like her introduction or anything like that. I've only seen her in stuff like where she's already been an established member of the team, and I'm like, okay, so it's Jean Grey but with spikes.
It's a little bit. What are you thinking?
I don't know. What do you think of Rachel Summers?
I haven't read her original storyline, but I really like the concept behind her. I do hate that she's part of... Yeah, they don't know what to do with her.
Yeah,
I feel like she's a B, because there's a lot of potential going on, but like, yeah.
When Jean Grey wasn't about, she filled in that niche nicely, but then when we brought Jean Grey back, we were like, well, we still have you for some reason?
I have no idea who this character is.
What are they called? Or you just a picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
I don't even remember.
Wow.
It's too generic. I also have no idea who this character is. Oh, that's Ink. His power is that he can give you powers by giving you a tattoo.
That was a mistake. That's a mistake.
This was a mistake. All right. Talk to me about Stink.
Sorry, Stink or Sink?
Stink.
Oh,
as in the power copier.
Yeah,
Everett Daniels, I believe his name is.
I mean, is that not just Rogue?
Well, no, he can do it like without having to touch you, and also he can remember powers and use them whenever he wants.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, Force Ghost hates him. Way too powerful. I think it sounds very OP. I'd probably put it B.
They were kind of pushing him as a new new leader of the X-Men. So.
Oh wow. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe B.
I don't know. I feel like I like his Generation X stuff, but I feel like nowadays, John Greycrow. I love Greycrow.
Do you? I don't know. No,
he's one of the main characters in Hellions.
Oh,
he was the one who had the romance with Psylocke.
Yes. Isn't he kind of just like the macho kind of just like?
Well, he has the whole backstory of like abuse from his father and like his like World War like veteran stuff.
He's just yeah, fine, yeah, sure. I'll go with your rating.
S.
You could put him in S. Okay, wow.
I love Draco. All right, so let's look this over.
Oof. That was long. We would go for 3 hours.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of X-Men. I like this, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like
come
I'm
on.
pretty happy with this
It's pretty
overall. I feel like I can't believe I managed to sneak Beak in there.
No, you didn't sneak him. There was no sneaking. You're like, fuck your opinion. I'm putting him in S. You were not subtle.
Guess what? It was sneaky because you guys didn't complain long enough, so it's fine.
I was. Yeah. This is why we need more people in here to do this. But then it probably would have gone on forever. We need Dark Stars.
There's less mistakes than I figured.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't make many mistakes, but there were occasional ones you're just like, why? Why are you doing this? And definitely, yeah, don't.
A lot of characters you don't know. A lot of young X-Men you don't know.
Yeah, and it's like me trying to catch up with wrestling as well. It's like, who are all these people? I don't know. It's the same kind of thing. And yeah, let's stop talking about Namor. Really, he's had his time. He's had his storyline.
You don't like Spiral. You don't like Stacey X. You don't like Maggot. You don't like X-Men.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
You've learned that Mystique was Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, fucking hell! I had forgotten about that, and now you made me remember again. And now I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I'm gonna tell people about that, and that's gonna blow their minds as well. Indubitably, my good Charles. Yes. Who was her Watson? Oh no, Destiny was her Watson then.
Yeah, she was Irene Adler. That's her actual
she was
name.
Irene. So who was Watson then, or just Watson was just?
I don't think there was one. I think that was just like a character who wrote down their stuff. I think he was an invention.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
It's just a figment of your imagination, like this whole make-believe X-Men thing. And just anyway.
And by the way, guys, if you're curious, I'm gonna basically take screenshots of all the tiers and post them so you can like deliberate and tell me how I'm wrong. This is all done very scientifically, and if you have arguments as to where characters should move that Idle doesn't know, by all means, engage in Discord.
Do it. Come to Discord.
I promise. I love talking dumb X-Men bullshit. Try and convince me Beast is not an X, and I'll give you my dissertation.
We'll start up a thread for that. Just a bit of good news for you, Stars. Actually, I've been interested in this. X Astra has finally reposted our video that we did of our interview. Yeah, they posted that up, and Aaron Walkie has responded saying the folks at Trek Time are great. Hope you had a good chat. Out of nowhere, so that was really nice of him.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's kind of made my night. I just spotted that side of it.
Aaron's fucking awesome.
He was great.
Like, I'm gonna be there day one for Prodigy, Aaron.
Hell yeah, Prodigy's season 2. Yeah, he sat
Prodigy
through all 3
2.
hours of this X-Men tearing discussion. And like, these guys are great.
Maybe he is an X-Men fan. You don't know.
Probably is. Yes, Prodigy starts July the 1st. We're probably going to have a discussion about it because it's binge all at once, so we'll probably have a discussion about it like a month after, so we'll be doing that then. But Wednesday, we will be playing Star Trek Adventures. Please come and join us.
Oh, it's been so long. I'm looking forward to it.
I had a bit of a break while I went on holiday.
We beamed onto a Klingon warbird.
You beamed onto a Klingon bird of prey, and all hell's about to break loose, so this is going to be fun. So I look forward to that. So come join us on Wednesday for that, and then we might be doing something Sunday after. I think I want discussions. With about that, I want to talk to Stars about doing Andromeda because we're waiting on Bond talks and Doctor Who. We're waiting for Auto on that one, so we might have something to go in between, or maybe we'll just do a track check. Who knows? Stay tuned. Have a look at the Discord. All that jazz. We will see you later. Ta-ra.
It's all set.
Excalibur.
What's all set?
I got Hooker lined up with a dude who's going to give him the deal of a lifetime in a new Porsche.
A Porsche?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you should wait. You might get a better deal through the state.
Yeah?
Yeah, we just did some story on a guy who's selling stolen Porsches off a lot on Main. Real sleazy character.
What's his name?
Delvin, Kelvin,
Melvin?